How are you feeling? How long have you been here?
3 months, May 17th.
And what brought you?
That's difficult to answer.
I'm not clear. How is it that playing the piano for people has eventually resulted in your being here in the hospital?
That's difficult to answer.
the end? There's a noise inside my head of crying people facing death. Is this the end? Is this the end? I'm burning in the stone. There's no place to hide. I'm burning in the stone. This is the final fight. What have we done to the world? What have we done to the world? I'm burning in the stone. There's no place to hide. I'm burning in the stone. This is the final
We're back. We're back. We're back. I'm back. Don't worry. I told you guys I was going to come back and I meant it. I am back. You know, I have been extremely busy for the last couple of hours. I have been extremely busy and extremely productive. I actually spent a good bit of time cleaning, because I told you guys I'm working on this project of like cleaning out my closet and trying on all my own clothes to see what clothes actually fit me now and what don't. And I got to tell you guys, so I was working on cleaning out my bedroom and I was trying on all this old stuff. I got to get Victor to take a picture of me in this dress. You guys are not going to believe this. I found in the back of my closet, I found a black one shoulder sequin dress. And it's got all sorts of beautiful rouging with lace, and then there's sequins in the lace, and it goes about down to my knees. I found this in the back of my closet. It apparently came from Nordstrom, probably almost 20 years ago. It is beautiful, still has the tags on. That's how I know it came from Nordstrom. And so I found this dress and I tried it on and it fit so perfectly. And I looked fucking hot. I looked fucking hot. I did. I looked hot in that dress. I looked hot. And just as I'm about to take it off, I hear the door open downstairs and Victor's coming in. I'm like, Victor, you gotta see that. You gotta fucking see this. Just stay out. Like, you gotta fucking see this. So I go downstairs wearing this dress and he turns around and looks at me. He's just like, he is like, okay. Well, I mean, there was a period in my life, like I told you guys, like I used to I go through phases with clothes and bags and things. I sometimes I'm really into clothes and bags and sometimes and shoes and jewelry and other things too. Sometimes I'm really into all that stuff and sometimes I'm just not. And I go through phases in life and I was certainly going through a phase about 17 to 20 years ago where when I was I was about the same size as I am now. Like, I mean, maybe, I don't know. I don't remember if I might have been a little bit bigger than I am now, but like I was roughly about the same size as I am now. And I bought a bunch of stuff. I bought a bunch of really nice dresses. I was in a job where I was making like fuck off good money. For like the first time in my life, basically, I was in a job where I was like making like really good money. and I was single and I didn't have anything else going on. So I was like, I bought a bunch of like really amazing dresses that I then gained weight later and couldn't wear them. And so they ended up in the back of my closet, and some of them still with the tags on. And now I get to go back through all of my dresses and I get to find a whole new wardrobe, which is fun because now I'm like, Victor, now you have to take me to do something fancy so I can wear the one shoulder black sequin dress, obviously. Found a bunch of other stuff too. Actually, one of my favorite dresses of all time. It's also one shoulder. I love one shoulder stuff. It's also one shoulder and it's red and pink stripe and it's rouged and it's just so cool. And it's actually like slightly too big on me now, but it looks fucking great. And I love that dress because that was the dress I wore. These are the weird things I remember. That was the dress that I wore the night before I ran my first ever marathon, which was in Philadelphia in 2009. So I now am actually a little slightly too small for the dress that I was wearing when I first started running marathons way, 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 way back in the day. Way back in the day. So that was what I was doing. But, you know, I wasn't just you. And you might say, Karlyn, didn't you tell us that you had something to do with Victor? I lied. I didn't have anything to do with Victor. I lied. That was a lie. I told a little white lie. But I was doing something else as I was cleaning out my office. I was not my office, my bedroom. I was actually doing something else. What I was doing was recording our friends at the Voices of Florida Fund. I was recording our friends at the Voices of Florida Fund because the Voices of Florida Fund have been desperate to avoid us recording them, so desperate that they have now put multiple measures in place to try to prevent me from recording them. And now I know a little bit. They even have an extra measure. They got me at the end. They did. And I'm going to tell you how they got me. It had to do with me being in the other room. I probably could have gotten around their trap, except that I was in the other fucking room and I wasn't paying attention to the recording. So I was like, this shit's going to be 2 hours long. I'm going to have to sit through it again. I'm just going to record it and then I'll watch it later. But it doesn't matter because it gave me more information about you know what's so great about the Voices of Florida Fund? They are now so fucking paranoid that I'm recording them that they are actually sabotaging their own trainings. They are actually sabotaging their own trainings by being so paranoid about me. And I have to say, this is exactly the effect that I always hoped I would have on them. This is precisely the point, to make the left so paranoid that they actually sabotage themselves. If Voices of Florida Fund was so proud of what they're doing, then why can't we watch it? Why can't we watch it? And again, I have no idea what they said in this training. I was in the other room cleaning. I truly have no idea what they said. We're going to watch it at some point. I got 90 minutes of it, but they did actually give me at the end. So let me tell you what happened. I've already caused them to sabotage themselves this week because... So, of course, I'm still monitoring. For people who don't know, the Voices of Florida Fund is a leftist organization in Florida that I'm kind of in a little bit of a feud with, because they, like, we were recording their training several weeks ago and they found out we were recording them, and they literally canceled their training because they were so committed to us not recording them. Okay. So of course I just signed up again. I just signed up like under a different name, and at their next training, I showed up and the Voices of Florida Fund had figured out how to put the email address I was signed into Zoom on. They figured out how to put the email address on the screen. And so I didn't realize that when I showed it on the screen, and they got me. They did. The Voices of Florida Fund was so paranoid that I was going to record them again. And they were right about that. That they put my email address of like, not just of me, by the way, of all the attendees. All the attendees had the email address they were signed into Zoom on displayed on the screen. And then they were actually watching my live stream to see if I was streaming them so that they could kick me out and identify who I was. And I gotta say, that was actually a good one. So we had to take extra precautions this time. And this time I couldn't announce that I was doing a spy stream. I couldn't stream it publicly because I knew they would have this email thing up on the screen. So again, I created another burner account because I can create as many burner accounts as I fucking want. There's free accounts on the internet. I can create as many as I want. This time, when you signed up for their training, this training was supposed to be yesterday. I got them to sabotage their own training yesterday. Let me tell you how I did that. They were so paranoid of me getting in to record their training that they made every single person who signed up for their webinar go through an approval process. So you couldn't just sign up for their Zoom. They actually had to manually approve you to get access to the webinar. And I was like, I don't know how they're going to be doing this. Like, how are they, like, what is the criteria? Are they going to be searching for me on social media? Are they going to be looking at my IP address? Like, what are they going to do? So I signed up for it again under a new account again. And yesterday, I just didn't get the link. To it. And so I was like, okay, well, I guess for some reason, maybe they couldn't find a social media profile for me. Maybe they did a reverse search. Maybe they had an IP address and they figured out that it was, my IP address or whatever. I'll have to use a VPN more frequently than I do and all that stuff. So I was like, okay, I don't know how they got me, but they got me. Except half an hour after their training was supposed to start, I got approved for it. Half an hour after their training was supposed to start, I got an email saying I had been approved for the training and you can come into the training now. This was half an hour after it was supposed to start, okay? I was already on a stream with you guys. I wasn't going to end the stream for it. I was like, okay, I'll get him the next time, like whatever. Yeah, W me. Fuck yeah, thanks, Deets. So not long after I got the approval email saying that, oh, I could join the stream now, about 15 minutes later, I get another email from them saying, we had a technical difficulty. We have to reschedule the stream for tomorrow. So here is what I think happened. The Voices of Florida Fund was so paranoid about me signing up to record their training that they didn't approve all of the other people who had signed up for the training until right before the training started because they were so paranoid that I was going to come in and record them. So they were like, we're going to wait until the very end to approve anyone to get access to this. Well, apparently there is a delay between when you approve someone and when Zoom actually sends the email out to them. So by putting this measure in place and only waiting until the very last moment to approve people, no one showed up to their fucking webinar. Like none of the people who were signed up for it actually showed up to their webinar because just like me, they all got the approval email half an hour after the webinar was supposed to start. So no one signed up for it. So again, this is the second time that basically I forced them into canceling their webinar. So tonight what happened and how they got me, and this is going to be a really easy thing for us to get around next time. And Voices of Florida Fund, there will be a next time, okay? This is going to be a really, really easy thing for us to get around for next time. And just in case anyone doubts that I have the recording, here's the recording, Voices of Florida Fund. Just in case that you doubt that I have the recording, this is actually the recording of the training they did tonight. This is actually the recording of the training they did tonight, the first 90 minutes of it anyway. So just in case anyone thinks I'm making this up, I'm not making it up. There it is. There it is. That is the recording. So what they did tonight, and I only know this because I came back to check on the recording a couple times during it. So basically, as soon as the webinar started, I got into it. They let me in. Everything was fine. They had to approve me again, but they approved it several hours prior to the event this time. So I got the link in plenty of time this time. So I started the recording. I just let it record. and I went to the other room to go clean while they were doing this. I came back in every half hour or so just to check to see if it was still recording. The first 2 times I came back in, I had a notification on my screen. They were asking me to unmute. And so I haven't looked at the recording yet, but I suspect what happened is they made every single person in the webinar come off of mute to introduce themselves because they're trying to identify which one is me. They let me get through 90 minutes of the recording, and then they just kicked me out of nowhere because I hadn't come off mute to identify myself. I swear to God. I swear to God. And if I had actually been in here, I would have done the tactic that I usually do to get around this. And the people who come to Spy Stream know what that tactic is. I'm not going to say it on the internet, but you know what that tactic is. And it probably would have been fine. So this is like honestly a little bit of an L for me because I was lazy. Well, I wasn't being lazy. I was in the other room, but I just didn't feel like sitting here listening to the whole thing when I knew I was going to have to listen to it again anyway. No, they're not looking for my face. They're not looking for my face. They're looking for my voice. They're looking for my voice. It wasn't a video thing. It was an audio thing. So what we have to do next time is someone else needs to record it. I have many people in the community who know how to do this. For the next Voices of Florida Fund training that we're going to record, and there's not shit you guys can do to stop us, I need someone else to take the bullet and do the actual recording. And what we're going to do is just what I did. You're going to set up a burner account that is literally just for this. Do not use your usual fake identity. We're going to set up a one-off burner account, okay? You're going to use that burner account to record their training. And when they ask you to come off mute and introduce yourself or whatever, someone's going to come off mute, but it's not going to be me and it's not going to be my voice. And it's going to be someone else, and they're going to have a story, and they're going to have some sort of thing about how they found the training and all the stuff we do when we go undercover. And that's it. That's all we need to do. That is all we need to do. No, they're looking for my voice. It's got to be someone else. It's got to be someone else. Got to be someone else. But this is easy enough to get around, guys. We just need to have someone step up to actually just sit there and record. And like I said, you don't have to sit there. Well, no, you do have to sit there for the whole thing. You got to come off mute and talk, apparently. So we need someone that's been doing this for a while, who understands how to speak leftist, to take the bullet and come off mute and speak and sign up and create a new burner account and all that stuff. And then we got them. We got them. That's it. That's all that's required. That's all that's required. We now know how to get around the email thing. We now know how to get around the fact that they're spying on us. We now know how to get around their little voice detection thing where they're trying to figure out who I am. And guess what, Voices of Florida Fund? If you make people come onto camera, it won't matter because you don't know what any of the people in my community look like. And this is the goal, guys. And we'll get into the quartering stuff in a moment. This is the goal. We need to make the left so paranoid that we are recording them every single time. We're not using AI for this. No, that is easy to detect. That's retarded. No. We need to make them so paranoid every single time that we are recording them that they end up turning on each other. And what I really want Voices of Florida Fund doing, I want Voices of Florida Fund to be so paranoid that I'm in all their trainings that they just kick out random people for no reason. That's what I want. Not everyone wants to come off mute, Voices of Florida Fund. Like, I literally just want them to start kicking their own people out of the training and like booting them from the organization just for no reason because they're paranoid that it's me. That's the idea. That is the ideal. That is the ideal. So we got them now. We know how to get around every tactic they have. And honestly, the truth is that like I actually don't give much of a fuck about Voices of Florida Fund. If I'm being honest, I think they're small. I think they're not really as impactful as they think they are. But because they're putting up such a fight, because they're putting up such a fucking fight, I like him enough. Yeah, I like Fishback enough. Because they're putting up such a fight, I'm like, okay, motherfuckers. These sons of bitches have activated the Aries woman in me. And I'm like, oh, we're at war now. Oh, I see. Oh, I see. We're going to figure out how to get around every single fucking one of your tactics voices of Florida Fun, and there's not shit you can do about it. There's not shit you can do about it. So I actually don't really care about them in particular. I don't think they're that impactful. But because this black lady is fighting me oh so much, we have to prove that we are smarter than the black lady leftists. We have to. We have to. We have to. We have to prove that we're gonna troll them until they fucking bend the knee to us. We are gonna go after these people every single time they're doing a recording, and we're just gonna get so good at it that we're gonna be able to apply this to other people that we want to secretly record as well. This is an opportunity. This is an opportunity to make sure more people know how to record leftist trainings. This is an opportunity to give more people a way to go undercover with the left, because watching their online trainings is like freakishly like doing it in real life. It's actually very, very similar. This will help train the community. I will do a whole training on how to record this stuff. It's really not that hard. This is a chance for us to get even more better and more effective than we were before. Yeah, this is my fucking playground. I do this shit for fun, Voices of Florida Fun. You thought you were going to get away with this shit? You thought you were going to get away with this shit? Anyway, so that's what I was doing. That was the secret mission for, it was supposed to be for a 2-hour training. I got 90 minutes of it. So I got the vast majority of their training, and we will watch it, and they can, seethe about it and cope about it. I'll also put the whole thing on Twitter, just because I know they fucking hate that. I will upload I did a whole preamble on the recording too, that I talked to them as though I was on a live stream, basically. I'm going to put the whole thing on Twitter. Don't worry, Voices of Florida Fun. We're just going to put it all out there. And that's what we're going to do. That's what we're going to do. So the war continues, but it's going to make us better. It's going to make us stronger. And we aren't going to let any black lady fucking leftist defeat us. That's never going to happen. So, this is actually a great point. The Internet Archive. We should put it on the Internet Archive. 100% we should put it on the Internet Archive. In fact, I should probably start a project at some point, as though I need another fucking project, right? I need another fucking project, like I need a hole in the head. I should probably archive all of the spy streams on the Internet Archive at some point. That should probably happen. But that's a long off project. That's a big ass. That involves downloading a bunch of shit from YouTube. Like, that involves years and years and years of archival work. That is, when the Center for Left-Wing Studies gets a massive fuck-off grant, I will hire someone just to archive every single episode of Spy Stream ever. There's a ton of them, so that'd take a while. That's okay, though. That's okay. But another interesting thing happened during our little break that I would be remiss if I didn't talk about. Another interesting thing happened on our break. Apparently, Master Shake was watching some James Lindsay A-log stream, and I don't know why he didn't share this information with us. Apparently, Master Shake was watching some James Lindsay A-log. Oh, guys, look, the retard from the main protest is in my chat on X. Guys, I have another magatard who is obsessed with me. Another magatard who called me a redheaded cunt and basically threatened me twice at the protest because he thought I was a leftist, even though he's so dumb he didn't realize that he followed me on Twitter already, and called me a redheaded cunt at the main protest to try to threaten me because he was pissed off I was recording him. That went well for you, didn't it? I said at the protest, you're gonna find out who I am, and you're not gonna like it. And here we are. We got another magatard that's obsessed with me. This is the guy who just created the complete disturbance at the main protest, made himself look like a total jackass. Whatever, bro. I have dealt with better people than you. I promise you. I've dealt with better people than you. So keep seething over on Twitter. Let's talk about this. So Master Shake is in some fucking James Lindsay A-log stream. And bro. 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 I'm gonna let you in on a little secret, retard. You are far too low IQ for me to ever even consider. That is an absurd idea. 1 in the chat if you think I should debate this loser. 2 in the chat if you think this loser is so low IQ that he's barely worth our attention at all. 1 in the chat if you think I should debate this fucking faggot. 2 in the chat if you think this guy is just way too low IQ for us. Let me know. Loser, you can see the chat on the screen there. The community is voting. The community is voting right now. I have to follow the will of my community. My community generally doesn't like seeing me like interact with absolute total like morons on the internet because you guys are not worth our time. You guys are not capable of understanding stuff. You're not capable of intellectually engaging. You barely even know what's going on. Bro, you thought I was a leftist 2 days ago, even though you follow me on Twitter and you still had no idea who I was when you see me in person. And by the way, we'll get back to the Pisces in a second. Hang on. By the way, asshole, by the way, this guy said I was catfishing people. This guy said I was catfishing people and that I don't look anything like at the protests. There's a problem with that, though. There's a problem with that, bro. There's a problem with that. There were live streams from the protest. You think I was catfishing people? You think I was catfishing people? The problem, retard, is that there were live streamers at the protest who got me on video. There I am right there. 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 How exactly do I look differently than I look on the stream right now? I know my hair looks a little bit more brown right now. It looks a little bit more red in person. How exactly? Oh yeah, okay, yeah. Someone's crashing out over on X. Someone's crashing out over on X right now. Hey, thanks, Deets. Should we keep Truth Singer as our pet liberal? Maybe we'll just let him cry in the chat. Maybe we'll let him cry in the chat. Maybe we'll let him cry a little bit. Cynthia! Cynthia, Queen Cynthia of the chat, in with 20 gifted channel memberships. Thank you so much, Cynthia. We love you. Everyone do green squares, emerald squares in the chat for our Emerald Queen Cynthia. Also give her a massive W for handing out 20 gifted channel memberships. I wasn't even undercover. I wasn't even wearing a disguise. I was wearing a fucking Gucci bag. Do you think I'm going to wear a Gucci bag anywhere if I'm trying to disguise myself as a leftist? No. Yeah, I look so different. I look so different, bro. I look so different. Anyway, we're going to let the retard cry over on X. He can work out his feelings like a little baby having a hissy fit. Let's talk about the Pisces. So Master Shake, I feel like I've started this story like 3 times now and I keep getting distracted. Master Shake was in some sort of James Lindsay A-log stream. And apparently the Pisces showed up. And I don't know exactly, first off, why is the Pisces watching a James Lindsay A-log stream? That's interesting. I don't even know what stream it was, actually. I'm sure I can find out from Master Shake. But, like, why the fuck was the Pisces watching a James Lindsay A-log stream? That's curious. But Master Shake apparently started making fun of the Pisces. And the Pisces says, Algoth sees and hungers, must be fed soon, but not quite. Okay. Okay. Does the Pisces think that Master Shake is me? That's actually the first question I had. Did the Pisces think that Master Shake is like a secret account that I have and that he was talking to me and that I was literally, that's not true. Master Shake is actually he's a dude. He's a man. He's a completely different person. So why first of all, I actually don't believe this is true. For people who don't, if you don't know who this is, don't worry about it. For people who do know who this is, like, this person is such a control freak that they've been giving me the silent treatment, like, in an insane way for, like, years at this point. Like, years. Like, literally fucking years he's been giving me the silent treatment. So, and for the last several months, we haven't heard hell or high water from him at all. And it's actually been kind of nice. It's been kind of nice, if I'm honest about it, because I can say whatever the fuck I want, and he just doesn't respond. So I can finally tell the truth about all of the bullshit and what actually happened. And he just doesn't say anything about it. It's great. It's great. Yo, John, what's up? Good to see you, bro. Thank you so much for the super chat. I don't know. I don't know. I remember his handle being different, but do we really think that there's someone who would... I bet this is just another account that he has. Because do we really think that anyone cares enough to impersonate him? He's not really relevant. My understanding is he doesn't even stream anymore. I never see him around doing stuff. Like who's gonna impersonate him? I don't know. I don't know. I forget the details about what Algoth is exactly. Algoth is a story that he created that basically he thinks that I want attention and that he has to feed this demon that has taken over me called Algoth. And so that's really the only part that concerns me. It's like, yeah, true. He is fake and gay and bald. Don't forget bald. Bald is very important. Also, again, I haven't really been paying that much attention to him, but my understanding is that he hasn't shown his face on the internet in like over a year or something like that. He's got some sort of like cartoon thing of himself. I think he's gotten fat. Let me just like go to the conclusion. I think that the reason he hasn't shown his face on the internet is he's probably gotten fat. So now he's bald. He's probably fat. And he's threatening some sort of thing, but not yet. Okay, Mike. Okay. I'll believe it when I see it, bro. I will believe it when I see it. I will believe it when I see it. Yeah. But also probably a Fed. Fed big tech. Fed tech. Anyway, I just thought that was an interesting little development. And what this is the universe winking. What the fuck was he doing watching a James Lindsay A-log stream that Master Shake just happened to be watching at the same time? I also want to find out what the James Lindsay A-log stream was, because I want to watch it. Like, what the fuck? Why isn't Master Shake alerting us to the fact that there's a James Lindsay A-log stream? Yeah, big tech is now probably becoming actually big. Actually big. Wouldn't that be funny? Wouldn't that be funny if he found all the weight that I lost and that's why he's not showing his face on the internet? Wouldn't that be funny? Wouldn't that be funny? Anyway, back to this. We are now going to continue with our quartering stream. I'm going to watch the Kino Casino for a little bit more, and then we're going to check in with Don Flurgandy, and we're going to see what he had to say. And we're just enjoying watching the quartering getting dragged all over the internet, and Chrissy Mayer along with him, which just makes me so happy. It makes me so happy. Let's keep going. Yeah, he probably saw me on Adam. Well, he probably saw me on Adam's show, and he probably saw the super chat that was sent into Adam's show saying basically that Amalek and I should fuck, which we're just friends, bro. We're like, don't fucking start rumors about me and Amalek. We're just friends. It's there's nothing. People think there's something, and I understand why. We talk all the time, but we're just settle the fuck down, internet. Settle the fuck down. If I was single, I would totally fuck Amalek, though. Amalek's fucking hot. If I was single and there were no consequences, I would totally 100% fuck Amalek. He's fucking hot, okay? And you guys are just gonna have to trust me on that. I'm not gonna tell you what he looks like. But no, settle down, internet. Settle down. We are but friends. Settle down. But I bet that's what happened. I bet someone sent in a super chat basically saying that Amalek and I should fuck. And we had a funny stream with Adam and it was awesome. And that's it. Yeah, now I started the rumor. I said if I was single, I'm not single. I said if I was single, I'm not single. I'm just like, I'm allowed to say that people are attractive. I'm allowed. Men do this shit all the time. I'm allowed. That's going to get clipped out of context. Yeah, probably true. Probably true. But you know what? We all know what the full context was. Probably that's going to get clipped out of context. I didn't even think about that when I said it. You know, it's been a long day. Whatever. You're welcome, internet trolls. You are welcome. Anyway. Let's get back into the Kino Casino and let's see what happens. Yeah, that 500-pound fat bitch is probably clipping that shit right now. She's probably just got off on it. Let's watch this though.
We got weekend brand news, guys. Get your weekend news here on Monday. Get your 2-day-old weekend news here on Monday. It's the day before yesterday and yesterday's news today.
Yeah, he knows how to distinguish context. He's not a fucking idiot. You like Amalek the weekend? Is not a
you like news? Well, we got weekend
news. It's all the news about the weekend. Honestly, it's a better show concept than what he's got. You may as well go all in. Here's things you can do this weekend, guys, and here's things that happened last weekend that you could have done, but it's too late for now. I guess that's the show. Mind you, once again, the 9 a.m. show didn't happen.
Yep.
Jer, too lazy, too drunk,
he didn't do it today
to
either,
wake up for 9 a.m. So now the show's at 2 in the afternoon again. After all of the hype and all of the hubbub of the schedule, he just went back to the original time slot anyway.
Hope you're doing well. Shout out to Arizona. I see you out there.
Shout out to Arizona.
The state?
Arizona?
The entire state. The whole state of Arizona is watching the quartering.
What?
Or is it the drink he's talking about? He likes Arizona iced tea.
Iced tea?
Check in. Give me a check-in where you're from. How hot is it?
That? Oh my God.
So he's now asking his viewers to dox themselves? Oh my God, look at him. Oh no! What a face that is.
That's a fucking fail. This guy is looking brutal.
I know. Look at his eyes. It's tough. He has assholes for eyes.
I know.
His eye bags.
Look at this, man.
How is it? It's very hot in Wisconsin right now.
And your
no
local
shit,
weather,
it's the summer. Yeah.
But it's
and you get your local Wisconsin weather.
Weekend
news.
And then,
but we know for a fact he's not even accurate with that because he was corrected by the Ren Fair. So he can't even be a local weatherman. He's not even at that level.
He ain't even be
I wouldn't trust him to be the fucking dog catcher in the county he's in. Like
maybe the cat mower.
Another career
90s-ish degrees. Very, very hot.
It's hot.
Okay, but you're inside, so shut the fuck up now. Like, you know what I mean?
Very.
Well, maybe he can't
hot.
afford his air conditioning bill.
Yeah, you're right, actually. Yeah.
But you know,
very for Rage Quit saying,
did you hear that?
Thousand Islands there.
He talks about it's hot, and then he goes, but you know, and it's like, no,
hang on. Dad joking coming. Murphy Spool, thank you so much for the super chat, my friend. How do you cure a claustrophobic astronaut? Give him a little space. Thanks, Murphy Spool. We love you. Appreciate it.
What the fuck do you... What, is it cold? It's cold, actually.
You know, like that's not an appropriate way to answer a sentence or segment. Like
I
it's
know
retarded.
We say, a lot, obviously, but we at least say it when we're like, he's like, it's hot,
Well, he's so unsure. Maybe? Like he says it because he doesn't have any confidence, and it's just filler. That's what it is.
It's hot, but what do you mean? But what?
Thousand Island Jer, Thousand Island Jer, Thousand Island Jer.
Non-G
he was into the James Lindsay.
Thank you.
Who was it? What were you watching exactly? Let me know.
Even the non-G YouTube rep loves this show.
Yeah.
Jer, he thought that, after the guy did his dirty work, that'd be it. But now he's actually watching the show and he's a fan, if you can believe it.
Yeah, they regret it.
Yeah. Covers.
Great way to start your
You're live
shows,
Sir, what are we doing here?
You
look
are live
so
on the
confused.
internet, sir.
Like he doesn't even know where he is right now.
This guy.
Whoa.
Look at that. Holy.
Chair
hold on a second
Biden.
here. How you doing?
We've
Oceanside.
been holding on.
You've asked how you doing 4 times. Go.
It's hotter than California.
Okay, another hot, like, dude.
Professional live streamer.
It's
on
hot.
It sure is a scorcher out there.
Oh, you did ask me how I'll go.
We got the weekend,
That's how
the
that
weather
started. Got it.
twice, and the how are you 4 times.
Where I am in.
Did he think you were me or something? I really don't understand. I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it. Wouldn't it be funny if the Pisces was over there talking about capitalism? Wouldn't that, I just fucked up my nail polish. Wouldn't that be fucking funny?
Here.
What was that? Bring that back. What was
Oceanside.
that?
It's hotter than California where I am in here.
Whoa. That
Where I
was,
am in here.
that was tough. No?
Please, sire. Please, sire. So this is his new solution to the dead air, is to play like very
DSP
low
style?
energy, like indie music, like from the Midwest, in order to fill the dead air of him typing. I don't know if it's better or worse. Honestly, it's kind of fucking annoying. I know we asked for this. You asked for this. The thing is, we were trolling,
Yeah.
We didn't actually want it, but now he's given us what we asked for.
The morning show is not cooked. We made
But it is cooked. Okay. So he's now saying, "Oh no, guys, don't worry. The morning show will continue. It's not
Don't
been
start
killed
any
off."
rumors, Lisa.
But later on in the stream,
We're
he's
just
going to
done.
admit that
Relax.
it's over. Okay, I just want you guys to keep this in mind. He's saying, "Oh no, it's not cooked. We're definitely going to return to the morning show." He will later contradict this, like several times.
we may still keep the morning show.
We may
just
still.
this last week.
We may still keep the morning show. Just
It's
kill
not
it
cooked.
off.
It might be cooked. I don't know, actually.
Oh, we don't even know. If
You
you, don't even
know,
know,
you know?
how the fuck are we supposed to know? You know?
I don't know, but do you know? No, we don't know. Stop saying you know.
Week or so has been, pretty.
No, we don't.
No, stop saying you know.
I can't.
Oh, help
my
me, help me, help me.
Jeez.
Just this last week or so
no,
has
she's
been,
fine. She's fine. She's fine.
pretty
Leave her alone. She's
slow
fine.
on the news, and
Every week is apparently slow in the
Wait,
news.
hang on,
Every
wait,
day,
wait.
every week, every
Ash.
month, every year.
How do you do a weekend show?
Look, there's been
A weekend news show.
Tyler Robinson show. You know what I mean? Like the Tyler Robinson trial has been going on now for the last week. It's the hottest news item there is. Quartering's been on this crusade against Candace, and now he could finally own her. But it's a slow news week. What the fuck are we talking about?
Yeah, like relative to who? To
No.
what subject?
so
Shred maxing? What the
You know,
fuck is that?
No, we don't. Stop saying that.
Yeah, I know.
Stayed.
There's Mama Rat saying the Iran crisis, multiple senators dying, Tyler Robinson. Yeah, it's a slow news week. Yells up inside you, so on point. This guy's
All
a
good,
broken
hon. You're
record
fine.
with every show.
Mm-hmm. Bethesda on strike. If you want gaming news,
Yes.
on the
like Sony's like felt it, more layoffs.
news, and so
I'm gonna be real, there's actually too much news to keep up with.
Yes.
Like I'm like actually behind on
I've
stuff.
got
To be
some
honest.
Great sparkle
we've-
things
No.
for-
Okay. I'm gonna actually stop.
Oh. So we've now added another quartering buzzword to the lexicon. It's now
I actually
Once you point out this stuff, you hear it every single time.
Yeah.
And it just drives you insane.
I actually
stayed in the afternoon to try and trying to get a little bit of
Go ahead.
gonna say it.
Isn't it
just trying
funny
to get a
how
little
that
bit
works?
more news stories,
Okay.
Wait,
Pause.
live?
So his original reason why he wanted to move to the 9 a.m. slot, do you remember?
No.
It was because he was tired of
Everyone.
covering.
Yeah.
Yes, he was tired of covering old news. He wanted to cover fresh news as it happened, right? And be the first to cover
Old
it.
news, like less
But
than
now
12
not
hours
enough
old?
is happening by the morning.
Hmm.
And so he now wants to wait until the afternoon. In reality, what happened is this.
He didn't want to
Quartering realized that waking up at 8 in the morning or earlier was too hard for him.
Yep.
And Melanie Mack never woke up for it even one time. So he just quietly pulled the plug and moved back to 2. Not to mention, viewership was disastrously low, even lower than it is at 2 in the afternoon. So that's actually why he's killing the morning show, because he's lazy to wake up at that time. And the viewership was terrible. And of course, there was no donos, but that goes without saying.
If you ever want to get a chance to visit Orthodox monastery, go visit. It was so beautiful.
Did you hear that?
Yeah, it's like
he mispronounced Orthodox.
A little bit more news stories, you know. If you ever want to get a chance to visit Orthodox monastery, go visit. It was so beautiful. I cried a little 3 times over the weekend. Oh yeah, you said you were going. I remember you saying that on Friday. That you're visiting a monastery. That's pretty cool. I imagine that'd be pretty.
6 a.m. Pacific time.
I imagine that'd be pretty epic. I didn't know that there were any monasteries in.
Lappin' Bacon Narwhal. By the way, he didn't know there were any Orthodox monasteries in the U.S. There's dozens. It's hella freaking epic, dude.
Why is he even talking about this? Just say your news.
He's
gonna say it.
I didn't know there was any in the United States.
So dumb.
I didn't know there were any monasteries in the United States. I guess that's foolish to think there wouldn't be.
Yeah,
but it sounds pretty cool. Definitely sounds pretty cool.
Does it? You sound
Would you guys
super
get
bored.
Okay, no. Just end your show.
I actually, Andy, like this is like the first 3 or 4 minutes of the show completely unedited. Yeah, I just left it all in. I just couldn't even believe, like, every 10 seconds I kept splitting. I'm like, okay, surely now. Like,
no, it's gonna be that.
Yeah. No, but he just kept going.
Cuts,
like,
but it's one thing. Yeah, that happens to me all the time.
To this weekend, it was hot here.
Wait, back on the weekend and back on the weather. Fuck you. You suck, Jer.
Hot.
You're right, Rage Marty. This is 100% a dementia streamer.
Yeah, no,
this is a demented man that's looping. Like, his brain is completely fried.
Kill the music. Sorry about that. Just kind of getting in the zone. Autos.
How about you?
No!
AutoZone.
Is that funny, Jer? Like,
good.
the reference.
Wait, that's
it's not funny, Jer. It's terrible.
Watch this. Hang on.
Oh, low effort.
How long do they do this for?
Here, hang on. Let me get this
We're
ready.
like the dementia zone. Fuck.
Dementia. Hang on.
Okay, let's fast forward to the Melanie Mack.
We're
going to fast forward a little bit. We're going to see what's going on with Melanie Mack.
Except for when that ship exploded in the air.
I don't have all night here, gentlemen.
Yay! Happy Tuesday!
Hey!
How's your Tuesday going?
I have no personal beef with Melanie Mack. I've never talked to the girl. I don't really know much about her. She has got to elevate the jewelry. I'm really glad to see we don't have a quarter machine from Walmart plastic choker on today. But, like, she is old enough to have better jewelry than this. I'm sorry. She just is. I'm not saying she has to spend a ton of money on it. Like, but she can find a nicer chain. She can find a nicer pendant. Can we just stop shopping at Hot Topic for like half a second and go to some other store, possibly on the internet or whatnot, or even just like a nice little boutique where they have like handmade things by artisans and things like just elevating. I'm not saying she has to like, give up her look. I'm saying just, can we not wear cheap shit? Shred maxing is when you follow our fearless leader and stop eating. And it's, you're saying that I follow Nick and I'm not eating because Nick's not eating? Well, I'm not eating because of keto, but thank you, I guess. Just wait till I start lifting weights again. Because that's going to happen soon. I need to bite the bullet and fucking start lifting weights again. I need to just persevere through the pain and the aches that are going to come with it. Just you guys wait until I know you guys don't know. You guys don't know what I used to look like when I was super into fitness and spending 4 hours a day in the gym. You don't fucking know how fucking jacked my body's about to get with those weights. No, I actually don't mind Hot Topic. I don't mind Hot Topic for some things. They have actually some cool like knitted stuff that I think is cool. And I occasionally shop at Hot Topic. Okay, I'm just saying. But I don't buy jewelry at Hot Topic is the thing. I don't buy jewelry. She can go get a Christian Louboutin choker with spikes on it. That's just far more nice.
Good. It's going great. Happy.
How's your Tuesday going?
By the way, we got Don Flergany.
I know how to do it.
2,000 kicks.
You know.
He says, hats off to the second best show on tonight. Just kidding. Another Keno Casino
we're
victory.
Sorry we had to.
I feel bad, Don. I mentioned it in the promo video.
We're sorry,
but if we didn't do anything,
it's our last
going
show
on vacation
for like
know,
this week and then
out,
next week. Yeah, so
I know. I'm just
You heard it
procrastinating.
here first, guys.
I know.
Walmart is not racist anymore.
It's true.
Yeah.
It's the end of an era. I think I've just been mixing it up a little bit on the opener just because.
What makes you think I don't have nipple
didn't you
rings?
say this last time?
Do you even know me?
Like literally, like almost verbatim.
It's just endless looping. Yeah.
I'd like a new countdown eventually here once we get.
How about you make one? Like, what are we talking about?
I
With
don't
AI,
actually have my
there's
nipples
really
pierced, by the
no
way. I do
excuse
not
as to
actually
why
have
you
that
can't
done.
get a new countdown. And like, even if you didn't want to use AI, like, don't you have an editor on payroll?
No, I don't actually have my nipples
together
pierced.
for
I was
you?
making
Like,
a joke.
What are we doing here?
Honestly,
Yeah,
at
back in
this
the day,
point,
yeah.
you should just put
Big
like
time.
a timer with
I
no
was making
music
a
or
joke.
anything, because no one's watching anyway. He may as well just phone it in. Seriously,
You know, I try to pick a different.
he looks like he's in a warehouse. Doesn't he look like he's in a warehouse with all those like
Yes,
the
he
shelving
does.
and like the fucking bags?
Pick a different, a little different song each day. So shout out to Dubuscus, and then they'll come back
By the
out
way,
and
it's
run
the
around for a
same
little.
song that you've used like 4
Oh
times
my
now
God.
already.
Fuck, it's that one again.
Bit. So it's all, it's all
Where's
good.
Private Flats Cross? She's still got.
no!
Oh no! Jared,
No.
technical error.
No, I can't. No, I'm not showing you my boob. You're asexual.
Just deer in headlights. Just like, oh no!
You don't even
I'm
want
gonna
to
have
move.
to do actual work. Not awesome.
Oh God.
Hi, guys. Jeremy just disappeared.
Oh no,
how y'all
Melanie has
doing?
to
like he
host
does
now.
this on
You have
purpose
a good
to just
week.
fuck with her.
She's way
You know?
too skinny. She is
Well,
uncomfortably skinny, dude. Look at her arms. Like that's actually fucked.
Again?
I agree,
Call her
actually.
Private Flat for nothing, bud.
But her arms, it looks like it's a skeleton. No, seriously, Ash.
Well, yeah, she's
Look at her
anorexic.
Look at her.
See, people who want me to continue losing weight, do you understand that in about 10 pounds, I'm going to look like this? You understand? This is what I am going to look like in about 10 more pounds of weight loss.
We got the
Body's fucking
Salacious Pete
ridiculous.
Crumb for 5 subs.
You don't want to be this
Buddy,
skinny.
she's anorexic, dude.
She's old.
Your German Shepherd loves the mini pool. How cute, stepdog.
Oh,
yes, my
God.
stepdog because she's
Jeremy,
my
please come
husband's
back.
dog.
Jeremy,
Well,
come
she's my
back.
dog now too.
Jeremy!
But just
Kind of. I was
dog
trying to
her.
pick
Whoa.
So now Jared's disembodied voice is
I was
calling
like,
for,
stop,
like,
Carl.
the
You need to
void,
start
like
eating
he's in,
sugar
like, the
again. I'm like,
Phantom
okay,
Zone
well,
or
now,
something.
see?
It sounds like an
it's like
SOS, you know, an
breaking
SOS.
up. Yeah.
You're stuck in like
Yeah.
a northern like base in the cold. help, I need help.
it's the
But she's great. She's real sweet. Her name's Shadow.
He's trying to
Yes,
get a hold of her, but there's radio interference. Take the shot.
Intro. That is Tobuscus.
He's
That
in
is
the
his
shadow
new
realm.
song.
Cuckold
Ghost
zone.
Gross music hand. Gross.
The ghost of Jared.
Uncalled for.
He's like
I've
appearing
lost
as
everything.
a Force ghost to Mel, like from Star Wars. But you pan around to the back, and there's a brown shit stain on Jared's Force ghost.
It's a brown hologram, you know.
No, he's brown colored.
Her scum.
yeah.
You
My back.
can. I think that's what it's called. But
Yeah, you can find that on
He's
his
not back.
YouTube channel or on X.
Oh my God, she's so
or-
mind-numbing.
I don't know,
Nothing
he's
she
trying to-
says
yeah, there you
matters.
go.
Oh, my
thank
God.
God,
I'm
Jeremy.
actually
Oh,
getting
thank
a
God.
fucking headache. I
It's
gotta
like
love it.
being underwater and
Wow.
fucking drowning.
She
with
earned
a
her
low
$500
screen
that day, didn't
alone.
she?
It's tough. Like when you have to
Oh.
rely on Jer's charisma and showmanship to carry the show, it's truly fucking over.
Is that why he has her? Because she's so bad, it makes him look not as bad?
Maybe. Could be.
Or it's to, hit on her.
All right, I'm
Was to hit on her.
back now. Yeah, that was where I had to re-add myself. I was just trying to fix the title. I had a typo in the very
Okay.
first word. Not a good look.
Wait, he fucked up the first word.
Oh, he always does this though. He always fucks up the title. Probably because he's on pills. And then he admits to it. He cops to it. It's like, well,
Not a
we're
good
on the
look.
Rumble homepage, so I had to fix it. It's not a good look. No shit, Jer.
That's why he left?
It
That's
wasn't even a technical error.
that's
Like, but couldn't
crazy.
You don't
but
actually have to
couldn't you
leave the
just
stream
go
to
into
change the title, by
dashboard
the
and
way.
change it. Like, I don't know how it
Exactly. You
works
don't have
on
to leave the
Rumble,
stream.
but on YouTube and on Kick, it's like 2 clicks and it's done. Like,
True. That's
are
what
we
it's like on
doing?
Rumble too.
Well, I know why. Because she doesn't add anything to the show. So he knows that if he were typing in and fixing the title, she would just be sitting there silently. So he thought,
yes,
make her work for the 500. Right?
When you're on the
for
Rumble
him,
homepage.
honestly.
Decide if
He
You know
needs to
what?
stand up for himself.
Nice.
Exactly.
What's going on?
What?
Good
Wait.
luck when you're on the Rumble homepage. Decide to fix that quick.
Nice.
Just say-
Going
Nice.
And not
Nice.
again, like when
I
you're on
just
the Rumble
left that in.
homepage.
Like, I just
Beautiful. It's great.
clipped that. Just her saying nice.
Nice.
That's all she can say.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. No way. He's gone.
Oh, look at her.
Just-
She's devastated. Watch,
Yeah.
she gets devastated when he fucking drops
Oh,
out.
big gay pride got
Oh,
Oh no,
Big gay
she's gotta work
pride got
again.
him.
All right, I'm
No.
back. That was weird. The camera just I gotta get a new
So I
webcam.
didn't
There's something
put
going on with
us
this.
through
But
the second stuttering session of Mel
Wait.
alone, but Jer's blaming his webcam. But
Wait,
yeah,
wait,
go
wait,
ahead,
but plus,
Andy.
we thought he was using the mirrorless camera or the DSLR camera. It was on.
Did
But
Master
no,
Shake ever tell
he
us what
admitted
stream he
he's
was
using the
watching?
Using the
webcam.
webcam. Even beyond that, this is his excuse, right? But earlier he said he left on purpose to change the title.
Yes.
But now he's blaming the webcam for both instances. So this is another lie for
Wait,
Mr. Hambly.
what's going on?
the beautifully illustrated. Let's be honest.
Can't
getting
even
kids
say beautiful.
Blood and fin.
Jer's trying to get kids excited. What?
He never told
Yo,
us. Master Shake never told us what he was
shut it
watching. What an
down.
excited about
asshole.
history isn't always easy, but tell them about it. They're going to learn about George Washington's dog. Now you've got their attention.
Tell them
thought it was
about
a
it.
genuine-
Whoa, that was fucked. He didn't even come close to reading that properly. Look at him
Tell him-
there, man. He doesn't even know where he is. He's scared.
about it. They're going to learn about George Washington's dog. Now you've got their attention. I thought
Tell
it was
them
a genuinely
about
clever
it. They're
idea.
gonna learn about George Washington's dog.
Why do we
He
want to
fucked
learn
that
about
up.
George
That
Washington's
wasn't in
dog?
the original ad read from the first one that we
No.
saw.
I've got this other story I want to
Okay.
talk about here.
Okay. Okay.
If
okay.
my
Is there
camera
anything
will
else? They've been
cooperate,
watching them
who
for a
knows
while.
if
Oh,
they
he's
will or
lagging.
not.
See.
Mel
Yeah,
doesn't
okay.
care.
Okay, there we go.
Let's fast forward. We're fast forwarding again. Fast forwarding again.
Buddy,
What's
look at
this?
this guy.
A little interesting
He
for
looks
you.
disheveled.
We're going to go through
Buddy,
Does he ever?
fucking groom your beard, bro. What are you doing?
the walking trails that we have here, do some choring, and we're going to talk a
He's
little
gotta
bit about
keep flexing
touring.
and
I
telling us
guess
about his chores. Okay.
Doors. Is he holding? What does he have?
No, but what about the knee? Like,
I should
bro, like
stream
he's
these
just,
guys
like,
while I'm,
walking around. What is
cleaning
that?
my
Is his selfie stick?
closet
He's
out.
got his selfie
No, I
stick.
can't do
in
that. I
his
have to
hand.
make it. Can't be naked
Oh
on the
my
internet.
god!
Gotta be naked with my clothes,
So
like,
embarrassing.
my biggest lie that's been exposed by
Yeah, it has
term-
been.
It has been.
It has been
Beyond
exposed.
the shadow
It was
of
a
doubt.
massive lie. Yeah.
online weirdos, and I guess I have to come
So
clean.
anyway, he's not the terminally online weirdo posting fucking 20 shorts a day,
Oh, he's
5
out
videos
doing
a day,
chores
live
outside.
streaming
He's not
2
terminally
hours a
online.
day, tweeting
Thieving on
constantly.
Twitter when he's
You know,
drunk. Get people. Yeah.
He's not terminally online. It's the people that are watching his content
I
and
think I
pointing
saw a
out his
clip about the
lies that are
porn.
the terminally online weirdo. It's like the pot calling the kettle black, is my point.
Yeah.
And I hope that you all still will stick around afterwards, because It is a wild tale. It's a wild tale. So
the audio is just fucked on this. Too.
It is a wild tale.
Yeah,
from you, Jer.
Let's start by we're gonna go and start managing our trails.
I hit his head. Did you see that?
Start managing our trails.
Oh, he hit his head. Bring it back in slow-mo. Let's get
start managing
subs for
Okay, where does he fucking do the porn thing?
He has no spatial awareness.
No self-awareness alert.
He's hurt, Worski. He's hurt.
If someone wants to send me a timestamp of the porn thing happening in this episode of Kino Casino, I will go and watch it. I'll put the link in the chat. If someone wants to find me the timestamp of the porn thing, I know I saw a clip of it somewhere, which is why I kind of skipped over. But if you want to send me a timestamp, I'll watch it.
So petty, he bumped his head.
Sound effect.
You're looking for the timestamp? Okay, thanks, Al.
Get in my Kubota here.
He's got to flex his track.
I don't have one of those fancy side by sides.
I'm going on a walking trail. Proceeds to
in a golf cart.
Instead, get into his fucking tractor. Yeah.
The audio isn't like super terrible.
It is super terrible.
I don't know. We'll have to see. It's a diesel Kubota.
Don't flex your tractor, sir. Like, no one gives a fuck.
He's riding around in a tractor?
All right, so let's see how bad the audio is here. We'll hope it'll be okay, serviceable.
It's not.
So, the internet is very, very interested
The engine
in
needs servicing, bro.
my
It's
coffee
barely
business.
chugging.
Very interested.
What a great place
but
to do a video, by the way, with that fucking
I know.
noise. Like, what the hell?
I know.
Go ahead. What are you saying?
Just continue.
And I don't know why.
Well, what do you mean you don't
Really?
know why, Jeremy?
Okay,
It's because you.
Okay, hang on. We're at 5:45 right now. We need to go to 4:56 to watch the porn thing. Okay, hang on. I'm doing this because I love you guys and I want you to be happy. Okay, we'll do it. We'll do a couple minutes, a minute leading up to the porn thing. Okay.
Do a little
This'll never
collab to get it
happen.
started. Like you give me
Oh.
a
Well, why is she still on a diet?
So now Mel is gonna give Jer a diet, and he's definitely gonna follow it, guys.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, she's gonna be a diet. How about
diet,
you?
and I'll do it.
Sugar.
And
I
then I'll
love
report
it.
back on the results. How
Let's
about
Don't
go.
eat carbs
Report back.
and sugar.
We could report with seeing your visage, my sir.
Yes.
Like, we don't need a report.
Well, all
that? Yeah, that'd be a
right.
good way to promote the channel.
Let's
And
do
get you
it.
some subs.
I'm down.
Let's
We're
go.
live
We'll
Monday through
receive
Thursday
no
at 2 p.m.
subs.
Eastern and Fridays.
Is this a
Why do we have
Chili's
to
thing
look
again?
at this brown guy?
Why
The
is there-
Jersey Mike's like,
Oh, Jersey.
holy
fast,
fuck, is he
fast
ever
food
ugly?
news. Extra. Some Mexican at Jersey, Mike.
9 a.m. Eastern. And we'd love to see you. With that, I've got to jump on a call, and we're going to.
Wait.
What was that?
I have seen this clip, but I did not have my headphones on when I saw it the first time. And honestly, that just registered completely differently with headphones on than it did when I was just watching it through my computer speakers. That was a completely different thing than when I. Oh. Thank you for making me go back and watch this. Oh my God. Oh my God. Again?
At Jersey, Mike.
9 a.m. Eastern. And we'd love to see you. With that, I've got to jump on a call, and we're going to.
Wait.
What was that? How was it?
Porn?
Oh my
No,
God.
listen.
We'd love to see you. With that, I've got to jump on a call, and we're going.
Oh no, that was the slapping sound. Bro, he was watching porn during the show. Oh wait, I didn't even catch that. I wondered what that was while I was
That was
editing it.
actual porn.
No, that was
Going to,
Oh my
and we'd love to
God,
see you.
that's
With that, I've got to jump on a call, and we're going.
Porn. Did someone clip this and put it on Twitter so I can retweet it immediately? He unpaused, paused porn, and it's some girl getting pounded from behind.
Is that the fucking bull pounding Heather in the corner? I don't know.
That had to be porn, no?
And we'd love to see you. With that, I've got to jump on a call, and we're.
Oh my, what a degenerate, bro. This is gay porn. He's watching. What? That's that.
Going to.
Why is
I would
it?
love to see you.
Hang
With
on.
that,
Look at the bottom. What browser is he on? Is he on Brave? Yeah, I think he's on Brave.
I think so,
here.
yes.
Yes, Brave. Down here, he doesn't have multiple Brave. He's got to be playing.
I've got to jump on a call.
Like, what's being played here?
Oh, no.
Yeah, look, there's no audio on
It
any
has
of these
to be
tabs.
from a different browser.
Yeah, because you would see like the speaker, right? Whenever something's being played.
And we're
He's watching porn on a separate browser. I swear to God. Literally.
going
He has
to
a dedicated
send you-
gooning browser.
It's
The
a porn
implications
browser.
of that are truly twisted.
Porn.
Like, he's got his
Yeah.
female
browser.
co-host, and it's not even enough. He also has to watch porn at the same time.
Yo,
That's
he 100%.
wild.
Hang on.
Look
at
at Mel's face. Do you think Mel knows that
Well-
it was fucking porn?
I think she
look at her.
knows.
She looks so
at his.
depressed.
Well, no, hang on. We're gonna hear the sound right now. Let's look at his reaction and see if he looks a bit like shocked.
you. With that, I've got to jump on a call, and we're going to.
He didn't even miss a beat, did he? Oh, there he is, realizing.
Yeah.
Send you
Mel
over to
smiled,
Dr.
it looks
Disrespect. And,
No,
say hi to-
Dr. Disrespect.
That's the worst guy that you can send an audience to. Hey guys.
him. He's on the Rumble lineup as well.
See how nervous he is?
And so I hope
Oh
you
my
enjoyed that. And we'll be back tomorrow, 2 p.m. Eastern again with our normal show. So make sure you follow the channel.
But he was
Oh.
beaten off. Whoa, he fucked up again there, didn't he?
Didn't he?
And Eastern again with our normal show. So make sure you follow the channel. And
Not it.
What is happening on the other browser? He must have been so nervous about playing the
Porn
porn by
game.
accident that he went to his YouTube channel. So you heard him talk for a second.
Eastern again with our normal show. So make sure you follow the channel.
So there is 100% another browser open where we heard
Yeah, for real.
he is watching fucking porn. And
If you
muted it
know,
by accident.
if you know that people on the internet are watching literally every single thing you say and do on your stream, wouldn't you just take the time before you start the live stream to shut down the fucking porn browser? Listen, I don't like porn. I don't watch porn. I don't have any fucking porn on my computer. So there is literally no danger that anyone that I'm accidentally going to display a window that's going to have porn in it, or that I'm accidentally going to play a video that I don't know. Maybe that's just common sense that like don't have sensitive information that you don't want displayed, whether that be for infiltrating things or spying on things, or, and I've certainly made mistakes here and there. I've never played porn on my live stream though. That is actually like never happened.
Accident.
That's crazy, bro.
Oh, I'm not even fucking exaggerating.
And
He was
we'll see you
watching
tomorrow,
porn during
everyone.
the stream.
Sorry for
That's
the meeting. I just couldn't do it at a different
crazy.
time. We'll see you tomorrow.
That's wild.
What a gooning
Oh my
motherfucker.
God. All right, let's go back to
What
what we were
a
watching,
goon sesh.
where he's complaining about everyone. We're back.
Don't flex your tractor, sir. Like, no one gives a fuck. Oh, a tractor.
All right, so let's see how bad the audio is here.
Yeah, we only play
We'll hope
that porn when
It'll
we're-
be okay, serviceable.
Yeah.
It's not.
So, the internet is very, very interested
The engine
in
needs servicing, bro.
my
It's
coffee
barely
business.
Professional porn streamer,
Very-
yes, Cynthia.
What a great place
but
to do a video, by the way, with that fucking
I know.
noise. Like, what the hell?
I know.
Go ahead. What you say?
Just continue. Just play. Listen.
and I don't know why.
Well, what do you mean you
There's
don't
real-
know why, Jeremy? It's because you shill it constantly to the point where people can't even watch your content because it's so pervasive and ever present and fucking annoying, bro. And then you're constantly lying about your coffee business and then challenging people to disprove your lies, which they do. And then you gaslight and claim that it never fucking happened. That's why people are interested in the coffee company, bro. Like, it's so disingenuous. Everything he does is so smug and disingenuous. And he wonders why people fucking hate him. It's his attitude.
Yeah. No.
Really nothing that interesting about it. It's really not unique. I know there's a lot of people that think it's
Exactly.
unique.
That's the whole point. It's not unique. It's just like every other YouTuber's white label drop ship coffee. The only difference is you're pretending to be something you're not. And when you pretend to be something you're not and you challenge people to prove otherwise, and then they do, you can't fucking cry about it, Jeremy. It's wild.
Yeah.
Think that it's, the only, that I run this business like, I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know.
I know.
Like, stop
Me
saying that
too. Me
over and
too.
over.
Something different than any normal business. And we're going to stop here at our first station here. Got to refill some bags. We have these. So we have walking trails that I mow everywhere for walking the dogs. And
Oh my god.
Oh my God. Does he ever actually walk the dogs?
along the way, I have these little stations, these poop stations. And
in memory of his dog who died, you put the plaque over a poop station bag.
I know, right? Like, it's not a very dignified place for this memorial, is it?
What the hell?
Poor
But
dog.
I love how he poops himself so regularly. He has to
Poor
have poop
dog.
stations to scoop his own poop. You think it's for the dog, but it's actually for him. The thing is, behind there's a secret compartment with Jer's 4XL underwear he busts out. The thing is, for Jer, it is the most sacred thing because he holds the poop holy above all else at the Trail of Smears, right?
Bro.
So for him, that is the best place for the memorial because he holds poo in high revere.
Buddy, he's got the plaque of the dog over a shit bag.
It's holy. It's holy shit. It's a holy shit bag, sire.
Okay. Fast forwarding. It's funny.
Probably
Let's keep going.
3 or 4 years
He
ago.
doesn't even
roughly,
know.
Maybe 5. I don't know. I think 3 or 4.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
And
he doesn't even know when he started the business, but we're supposed to trust anything he has to say about the business. Okay.
it was
Let's start here. I don't know how to start actually. What then? Okay.
something to, supplement
He's breathing heavy.
my YouTube earnings because the
Why?
apocalypse happened and
But I thought you
YouTube
were
doesn't pay what-
successful and doing better than ever.
Oh
but
my.
now it's, by the way, I love how it's not his fault. It's that YouTube doesn't pay what it used to.
Well,
Like,
it's
the
the
thing is,
apocalypse, which was
But
brutal.
most of Jer's career happened post adpocalypse. Like, he
Yeah.
didn't even blow up until the adpocalypse
Wait.
already happened.
Whoa. You're right. Because I blew up right before it, and then it was crazy money. Like, it was actually like insane easy money. And then it happened and it was rape, right? He became famous way after because he
it
was
was
on with me and Mr.
2018.
Medicare on that one big stream with the fucking
used to.
magic, the card thing.
It really hasn't paid the same for
Hasbro
many
stuff,
years.
yeah.
And
You're
so
right. You're totally right.
many YouTubers, well, they had to.
Just for the record, I have never made more money on YouTube than I'm making right now. And my community is to thank for that because it almost all comes in the form of super chats and channel memberships. And that includes when I was making a fuck ton of money in 2020. 2020 was great. 2020 was awesome. I made so much money on YouTube in 2020 because everyone was home because of the pandemic. People were watching a lot of videos. I was on all these conservative shows. My audience was growing really quick, all this stuff. I was making stupid money on YouTube in 2020. I make more money now because unlike Jeremy's audience, my audience actually sends in super chats and channel memberships, and they are what keeps this alive, and they are what keeps me sane, and I appreciate it so much. Best community on the internet. You'll never convince me otherwise.
Diversify. They have to diversify their.
No, it's bullshit. This is
I'm
actually
pretty sure I make more
bullshit.
money than he does right now.
This is a lie.
I'm pretty sure.
Beyond lies.
I'm actually pretty sure I make more money than he does on YouTube right now. Being that, like, what does he have? Over like how many, like 1 million subscribers or something like that on his channel? I make more money than he does because my community is so fucking awesome and they're so dedicated to supporting what I do. Whereas his community do not have disposable income, or they're hate watching him, or they just don't give a fuck about supporting his content. So Cynthia, it was the 20 gifted channel memberships. Thank you, my queen. Thank you, W's, my dear. Oh no, I was wrong. He has 2 million subscribers. He has 2 million subscribers. Guys, can we get a round of W's in the chat for Cynthia? Emerald squares in the chat for our Emerald Queen, the legend of Cynthia. We appreciate it, Cynthia. Thank you. He made $30 in super chats in one stream. I've already made more than that in this one. 2020 was your best grifting year. I mean, no, it really wasn't, actually. It really wasn't. My best grifting years, I will tell you exactly what they were. My best grifting years was 2016, 2017, 2018. Do you know what I was doing in 2016, 2017, 2018? I was doing corporate training. I was doing it actually into 2019 too. I was doing corporate training and I was making fuck off stupid money. I was making stupid money I was making about $8,000 for a 90-minute speech. I was getting paid 5 figures to come in and do a corporate training for a team. I was working for companies that were paying me $100,000 a year just to have me on call to help them with any employee. So you think that no. 2020 was a great year on YouTube. You want peak grifting years? It was 2016 through 2019, roughly. I was working much. Well, that's true. That is true. You have to work much harder on YouTube than you do in corporate training. That is true. A little help for the friends. Thank you so much. See, I gave up all that I try to tell people this all the time when they call me grifter. I gave up my actual grift to do socialism on the internet. I gave up my actual grift to do this. I gave up stupid. Do you know how much money I could have made had I fucking done DEI training? Do you have any idea? I was asked to do DEI training all the time. I didn't do it, but I was asked to do it all the time. And if this ever fails for some reason, I will go back and do corporate training because I can always do that shit. I know because I'm very good at it. I'm extremely good at it. And I'd probably be even better at it now than I was back then. So yeah, I made stupid money doing corporate training. That was my actual grift. And I gave it up for you guys. So you're welcome. Okay.
Sue me, Jer. Sue me, you fuck.
Bonds. And coffee was something that seemed.
I'm not an AI expert. I just know how I use AI. And I think it's great for research, but I think it's still, AI is still improving. I'm not an AI expert. I'm not going to talk about AI. I cover socialism on the internet, man.
Like a lot of people were doing. And so what I found out was there's basically 2 methodologies that you could do this business. Now, I'm not going to call anybody out by name. I'm not going to put anyone on blast. But it's important that people understand the basics of what words mean. The people that feel like they've discovered something,
don't understand that you lied about buying the K-Cup machine. You lied about owning all of this equipment, all of this machinery.
The content that you want to do, bro. I don't want to do content about AI. If you want AI content, do your own content.
You lied about having vertical integration with your packaging and the factory, the roasting, and all this. You lied, bro. You lied. We're going to get into it.
It's embarrassing.
By the way, it's not even like discovered. It's just like you all publicly did all this.
Like
publicly.
he's not even addressing people's arguments. Like he's pretending like he doesn't even know what the arguments are. Like actually pull up Luther's videos and address it and debunk it. If you have the evidence to debunk it, then do it. But you can't because he's right.
For them, you know, like these guys, he's an anime avatar, you know.
Did you guys see, side note, did you guys see that Cam Higbee says the only reason someone would oppose data centers is because they're paid by China to do it? This is now like literally fuck Trump. Literally fuck Trump. This is the part where they want to accuse us all of being paid by China because we oppose data centers. Okay. Yeah, that's the only reason. Yeah, okay. Fine.
Flailing YouTubers or you know,
China,
failed race car drivers and all this kind of stuff.
Anymore.
So like,
Camelot,
Camelot and Yellow Flash are the ones leading the charge about the coffee company when it's Luther Morgan and Misty Moshi that are doing that.
Yeah, where's my China money?
And like other guys on Kiwi Farms, like Return of the Mac and Cheese. Like, what in the fuck is he talking about? It's so weird to pin all of this on Camelot and Yellow Flash, particularly with Yellow Flash when you refuse to actually confront him after you begged for weeks for a confrontation and called him scared, and then you didn't even fucking show up. It's crazy, man.
Bro,
they really...
At some point, I promise you, at some point, the Trump administration is going to go too far with the lying about Antifa. They're going to go too far, and people are going to start figuring it out. Because the lies about Antifa being funded by China and Iran and Cuba, like, it's so absurd. It's so fucking stupid. And it's like, at some point, people are going to start saying, really? You think Antifa's funded by Cuba? Can we talk about the fact that the people in Cuba don't have access to like food or gasoline or any of these things right now because they don't have resources, but you think they're funding Antifa? Like at some point people are going to start to wake up because the lies are going to continue to get so ludicrous and so absurd.
Accidentally committing a horrible self-own in that they don't understand even the basics about business. Okay. So first, one way you can do it is drop shipping. This is one of the common critiques. One of the dumbest criticisms of my business that's ever existed.
Okay.
So what is drop shipping? Drop shipping is very simple. There are companies all across this country, all across the world that sell a product, let you put your label on it, and then make some money. They make some money selling it to you. You make some money selling.
That's what's happening with Java Taza. That's what's happening with Java Taza, and that's what's happened with Mill Creek in the past, bro. How can you say that that's not happening?
He showed his labels 4 days ago.
To someone else. It's that simple. In the coffee world, there's probably 5 or 6 facilities in the United States that
there's a lot more than that.
Wait. How do you know the exact number?
Yeah, exactly. How do you know the exact
label?
number, Jeremy?
Oh,
like,
it's because what's his name? Black Rifle told him.
Oh, yeah.
You buy the coffee for maybe
dropship too.
$7 a bag, $8 a bag.
He knows the exact price of the bag.
You sell it for $12. You make your $3. It's completely hands off. They handle all the customer service. They handle everything. That is a true drop ship.
Boy. The drop ship makes more money than your coffee?
Okay, so this is how he...
They don't handle all your customer service when you do drop shipping. You want to know how I know? Because all the merch in my merch store is drop shipped. And for about a month, I actually did sell coffee just to like own Jeremy. I basically like made the special limited edition like Red Menace coffee because I was basically like, fuck you, asshole. Like I'm gonna show you how easy it is to sell coffee essentially. And so I actually have done that. You still manage all the customer service yourself. I manage all the like the people I drop ship through. They don't manage the customer service. The customers email me, and then I manage it.
Wiggles out of it though is in his mind, as long as you are doing some aspect of it, like the customer service,
No.
Therefore, it's not dropship.
It's still dropship.
Sorry,
It's
bro.
still
Sorry,
dropship.
it's still
I mean, if
dropship.
we're arguing over
All the
what the
rest is taken
definition
care
of
of, but you have to manage
dropship
the customers.
is, right? In everybody's mind that has a brain, even if what you're saying is true, right? That the only aspect that's dropshipped is the K-cups, it's still dropship coffee, man.
Okay.
And you told everybody
tasted like
from
fascism.
2022 to
I should have put that on
2025
the bag.
multiple
I should do that
times
next time.
that you had already bought this machine originally for 50,000,
Yeah.
then 80,000, and now it's, oh, you
16.
never bought the machine. Oh, you never
Okay,
had the
but
facility. It's insane.
In his definition, then
Oh,
I
it's
could
this asshole.
just promote the coffee.
Oh, I know why. I understand why Pisces was watching this asshole. I understand. Okay. This guy that Reagan, we found the Pisces stream, the Pisces James Lindsay A-log stream. Thank you, Reagan, for that. Thank you. Yo, W's Pantera, 10 gifted channel memberships. Thank you so much, my friend. So appreciate the support. Everyone put W's in the chat for Pantera. 21620. Okay, Reagan, I'm just gonna get this up and I'm gonna look at this later. And we'll see what trouble Master Shake caused on my behalf. Master Shake has to be spinning up the Pisces. The Pisces threatening to actually speak again. Oh no, don't do it, Pisces. Oh no. Anyway, let's watch this.
And it's like, well, it's not dropship because I had an involvement. I was marketing for it.
Mm-hmm.
It's still dropship, you retard. Like,
Yeah,
what the fuck are
Master
you talking
Shake
about?
busted.
White labeling
Busted.
is
We
not
figured it
necessarily
out,
a bad thing.
asshole.
It's still
Exactly. None of us honestly would have any
golf. You're a good Pisces, okay? I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about a very specific, bald, probably fat Pisces on the other side of the internet. It's not about you, bro. I'm sure you're much more handsome than the Pisces I'm talking about. The smooth taste of fascism. That would be the next. That would be the tagline if I ever do coffee again.
problem with you drop shipping or white labeling the coffee if you were honest about it, like everybody else is.
Raising
but
money
he tries
for
making these delusions of grandeur, these bold claims about him owning all this equipment and this facility and all that, and it was all bullshit. It was all lies, and you didn't have to lie, but you felt like you had to lie in order to justify your price point, which you never had to do anyway, because the only people buying this coffee were people who wanted to support your political grift anyway, bro. Like, they would be willing to pay a premium on it, even though it's drop ship,
Thank you.
because it's quartering branded or whatever. That should have been your idea. Like, it's crazy.
It could be a high quality product. In fact, there's even like VPN softwares out there that are.
I like, by the way, how he's softening the blow of a dropship definition here.
Yes.
Like,
white labeled. Bet you didn't know that.
Earlier, he always said it's always garbage. All this is garbage.
Yeah,
but now
exactly.
there's some that are good, guys. So when it's finally beyond any shadow of any doubt and it's completely over,
now it's okay.
Then he can.
Yeah,
it's okay because I used one of the good ones, which he could say, like, I actually went through all of the various partners that I could. I found the guys that have the best reputation. I tasted their coffee. It was superior to any of the other options that I had available. I'm just getting started in the coffee space. I want to give you guys another option to support the show with a physical, tangible product that you can actually consume. Okay. And this is what we're doing. Like, that's all you had to do. And there would be no problem.
True.
But you had to lie.
You didn't know that NordVPN sells white label stuff. You know, all this kind of thing. It's a totally legitimate business model and no criticism against anybody who.
Wait, what? NordVPN.
You know, all this kind of thing. Know that. I bet you didn't know that NordVPN sells white label stuff. You know, all this kind of thing. It's a totally legitimate business model and no criticism against anybody who does it.
I think Nord has a coffee company as well, I guess, and they white label.
But he's so smug. Is like he's so much smarter than everybody else, but he's not. Because he gets
so much
caught
smarter,
in so many
but losing
lies.
all his money, lost all his fucking business. Everything's over. Everyone hates him. Yeah, he's so smart.
Because generally, when you're talking about like YouTuber coffee or whatever, people just want to support the creator and they don't really care that much about the coffee. This was one avenue I explored. I explored very deeply. I know all the providers. I know who sells coffee to all your favorite YouTubers.
I know all the providers. I know all the generals. I know
Yeah.
everything.
I know all the
everybody.
names of everyone that
I'm
works for
brilliant.
Two.
I have all the connections. You wouldn't even believe it. The people that have come up to me and they've given me information. Jared, just shut the fuck up, man.
I bet you everyone hates Jared. Like behind the scenes, the coffee
do.
company, they're like this fucking piece of shit.
But that's not my business model. In fact,
okay,
you know,
show us everything then. Show us if you're gonna make a video about
You
it.
won't.
Make a video. No, if you make a 28-minute video, why wouldn't he drive there? Why wouldn't he show the fucking bags being packed? Why wouldn't he go, look, this is the guy I'm working
honestly,
with? Why?
Here's the thing. Nobody is even buying his coffee anyway. So he really could just come out and say, listen, guys, I felt like I had to say this stuff in order to promote this company and grow it. And, you know, I twisted the truth and I'm sorry, guys, this is the reality. But listen, if you've been drinking the coffee and love the coffee all these years, it's, you know, you still like the product. So you just keep buying it. Like, but he has to keep lying and contorting himself into more lies. Like he could just come clean.
Yeah.
And it really wouldn't matter. He's like, oh, well, I'm going to sue Luther and da-da-da. It's okay.
These failed investigators out like in Missouri. And
so what is that? Like these failed investigators in Missouri. So does Luther live in Missouri? Like, so he's like docs dangling where Luther lives. Like he's this like villain or some shit. Like what's wrong with this guy? Seriously. He's like, I have your information, Luther. I can sue you. I know where you're at, Luther.
You're not going to sue shit, Jerry. You're
Listen,
a
he
bitch.
tries to intimidate people and scare people, but Luther has done nothing wrong. He's dotted his I's and crossed his T's on fucking everything. And when he has been wrong, he's immediately retracted it, even when he didn't really have to, when it really didn't even matter.
Also, he never gilds the lily. He always goes, we don't know for sure, but, and then he'll explain it. We don't know for sure, but you ain't suing anyone, Jared.
Know anything. I've actually white labeled my product to other YouTubers.
No, you haven't.
Okay. So it's a white label of a white label.
You don't believe it. You don't believe it.
Well, Sam Hyde, he apparently provided the coffee to Sam Hyde.
Whoa.
Now did Sam Hyde know that it was a white label? The fucking white label? Probably not. He might want to know.
Yikes.
You know what I mean?
Now, could you imagine if my business was drop shipping? How could I do that? Well, it's because my business is not drop shipping.
You can actually do it very easily. I'm going to tell you how you do that. You create a label that looks exactly like the content creator wants you to have it. You upload that as a new product, and that's how you do that. It's actually extremely simple to do that.
There's another aspect to the coffee business. That is, you could build your own, you know, you could have the coffee roaster in your garage. You could do, and there are people that do that.
Okay. You know? And essentially, he would just buy at like the price that he's paying it. He would just buy it and then ship it to the seller or whatever. That's how I would do it.
No,
you said
coffee
it was going to be in your machine.
In your garage. You talked about a headquarters and a facility where you roast your coffee. And he makes it out like it's this ridiculous notion that it'd be, oh, I have a roaster in my garage or whatever. What was that tour of the factory then? Obviously, we know it was the Mill Creek facility, right? But you represented that you had your own roasting facility. You talked about how you owned the machines, how you had made the investment into the machines. And now it's this laughable idea that you would be roasting out of your garage. It's obviously I wouldn't do that.
But nearly everybody that starts out the way I started out. In fact,
that's fine. By white labeling. That's how it works.
Be honest about it.
I can't fucking believe this shit.
Just be honest about it, bro.
Okay. Right. But Black Rifle Coffee didn't lie to people and tell them that they were, you know, roasting it all themselves from day one and the K-Cups themselves from day one. They didn't do that.
Coffee started out exactly the same way. Use the exact same facilities that I did in many cases.
Wait. So they were doing drop shipping like you were, but it's okay because
yeah, what the fuck?
Wow.
He's admitted it there.
What an idiot.
That's an admission.
What an idiot.
It's how you start a business. Started out exactly the same way. Use the exact same facilities that I did in many cases.
Mill Creek.
So you don't. So hold on. So he doesn't have his own facility then. He used somebody else's facility. He's saying because Black Rifle did that, it's okay for him to do that. But it's not okay to lie and say that it's your facility when it's not actually your facility.
But he's
brother.
admitting it here.
That's what this is about. Yes, he is. But then he'll tell us he never lied. It's so infuriating. I was so angry
what the fuck?
when I watched this.
It's how you start a business. So you find a facility that roasts coffee and you say, I'd like to buy coffee at wholesale.
Okay, so you're white labeling, yes.
And they say, we would like to sell you that coffee at wholesale. So when it comes to...
you are buying coffee at wholesale from a white label, slapping coffee brand coffee on it and selling it to the consumer.
Yes.
You've just admitted to that. So it's drop ship.
It's literal drop ship.
Precisely.
Me purchasing coffee, I look at the green prices on the market. It's a futures market, so you buy many months in advance.
Pause, Jeremy. What? You're buying the beans themselves?
Bobcat.
That doesn't make sense.
Welcome,
if you're buying
bro.
coffee.
Hey, Bobcat, welcome to the cult. It's all good, bro. Your life is over. You're never leaving. You're never going to see the world the same way again, but you're going to have friends during the Marxist takeover of America. We appreciate you, Bobcat. Welcome to the community.
From another supplier. Like, they're buying the beans. You're not buying the beans. What the fuck are we talking about?
Yeah.
This doesn't make sense, Jeremy.
Wait, you're buying the beans and sending it to the roaster? No, you're not. What the hell are you talking about? This is insane.
There is no vertical integration.
It's all horizontal. This is horizontal integration as you could be.
And it's complicated. It's some level.
No, it's not. It's actually not complicated at all.
Of guesswork where you have to understand what your volume's going to be.
Oh, about the volumes and stuff of what you're going to sell, yeah.
But anyway, I digress. So, first of all, this idea that a coffee company is dropship is complete nonsense.
But how?
People who don't understand what dropshipping
it was. Okay, so we just don't understand, right? We're just foolish. Okay. Explain it then.
Because I'm not picking the beans and I'm not roasting them in my garage.
No, that's a straw man. Okay, hold on.
He just said he was picking the beans, first of all, earlier. Like 10 seconds earlier.
Yes, he said that he's ordering the beans, but and then roasting it in his garage. I mean, you said you had a roasting facility. You said you owned machines. You purchased machines. We just went through that. But it becomes this laughable straw man where, oh no, Jer, we're claiming that Jer has to be out in the fields of Kenya picking the beans himself. And then he has to fly it over to Wisconsin to his garage to roast it. That's the only way it could happen. Well, what we assumed happened is what you explained. You rented a facility, like an industrial area for a factory. You then purchased the machines. You purchased the beans. You roasted the shit, okay? And then you packaged it yourself. Like, we just played the clip, like, not that long ago. I know it's probably an hour ago now or more, where you said that you have your own packaging that you make. You pack the coffee yourself, and then you fulfill it yourself. Hence the vertical integration. This doesn't line up with what you're saying now, Jeremy. This can't be true. You're lying. It's with receipts, bro.
So I just searched, is drop shipping when you buy someone's coffee to sell? Yes, that is a form of drop shipping. Drop shipping, blah, blah, blah. White label drop shipping, you sell a supplier or roaster's generic coffee under their packaging, but you set the retail price. Reselling established brands, private label drop shipping. It's all drop shipping. He drop ships.
Mm-hmm.
It's all drop ship.
It's somehow drop ship.
You admitted it.
My God.
Okay, so he doesn't know what drop shipping is then, or he's retarded, or he's playing stupid, or all of the above, or he's on drugs.
Dumb. People who say that are dumb.
No, you're
dumb. I use a roastery to roast my beans. Of course.
Okay.
So, of course, he uses a roastery to roast his beans that he doesn't own.
And
so he doesn't own any
supply
machinery.
The beans, is
so
what he said too.
So, yeah. So, well, no, this is crazy though. So in his fantasy, he's sourcing the beans and then sending them to the roastery. You know, this is crazy.
He's ridiculous.
That's not what's happening.
Difference is between dropship coffee and say my coffee is that you cannot get my specific flavors anywhere else because every one of them has been personally dialed in by me and the recipe is
Okay. Does anyone actually believe that Jeremy Hambly has created all the fucking coffee recipes? Can we hinge into reality for a moment? One in the chat if you believe that the Quartering has himself personally created all the fucking coffee recipes. 2 in the chat if you don't believe that that's actually true.
Okay, so here's our blueberry sire. Here's like 3
Here's our
options we have for
blueberry
blueberry.
sire.
Which one do you want? And he
You
picks
taste
one
them?
of them.
Okay.
And then he goes, okay, I want number 3. In his mind, that means that he's like personally dialing in the flavor and experimenting in his Willy Wonka invention room. Come on, man.
No.
When you're talking about how you have a master roaster and you own your own machines and you're personally, it's ultra small batch, like the promises you made from years ago, that doesn't line up with what you're saying now, man. It just doesn't.
No, this is the biggest fucking lie I've ever heard in my entire life.
trademarked. Not necessarily trademarked, but it is.
There it
I
is.
can't
It
think
was
of
a
the right
lie
word, but
immediately.
it's
It wasn't
exclusive to me.
trademarked.
So you might see a blueberry crumble coffee and say, I gotcha. There's somebody that sells blueberry. I challenge people to buy it and then taste mine side by side and tell me if they taste the same, because they don't. I don't use the same beans. I choose the beans. I choose the flavors. I choose the flavor levels. Every flavor of coffee that I sell goes through about 15
from a wholesaler. Like it's from a wholesaler. Just because you're picking out from the wholesaler different options, I'm guarantee you, Jeremy, if somebody else contacts Java Taza or Mill Creek and they want to do a blueberry coffee, they'll be offered the exact same blueberry options you were offered.
Yep.
And they could select that exact same one.
True.
Come on, man.
It's
they could select a different one that might be better
for coffee. It's Build-A-Bear for coffee. That's literally what it is. That is dropship as well.
20 taste tests from me and my wife to dial it in right. I choose the level.
Stop using the word dial it.
By the way, like dialing it, like we're acting as though, by the way, Jared actually is like this coffee aficionado, but he never drinks coffee on stream. We've never seen him drink coffee. I don't even think he does drink coffee. It's so bizarre that you would get into a product that you don't care about.
Yeah.
And in fact, you actively use the competition, which is an energy drink, to get your caffeine. That to me is just the most mind-blowing of all, but
I totally agree.
That I want it roasted from my roast partner. It's very simple. It's how every major coffee company has started. Now, again, I want to point out, no disrespect to people who do dropship coffee. It's totally
Like you.
fine. Respect to people who do drop.
Watch this slow-mo. Look right in his mouth.
Chip coffee.
There it is. It'll be here soon.
Totally
disgusting.
Wait, what? I wasn't paying close attention.
It's a totally, excuse me. It's a totally legitimate business model.
Listen, when you
But
have
I
to
do
keep
not.
claiming you have a totally legitimate business, it makes it sound like it's not totally legitimate. But nobody is saying that drop shipping is illegal. What we're saying is that you lied about the entire thing.
And then
you did.
And the K-Cup machine.
Okay, we've exhausted the topic. Jeremy lied. Is there anything else? Is there anything else? Should we go over to Don Flurgandy? Let's go over to Don Flurgandy. Let's give Don Flurgandy a chance. I have never watched Don Flurgandy before. I don't know. Does he like so he's got some videos up here. Let's see. Are these clips or are these just videos? Access denied. I kind of wonder what that is. That's a video from a day ago. I know I don't want to go through the whole history of the coffee company. I'm gonna watch Don Flurgandy for the first time, and we're gonna see what's what. I'm gonna watch this access denied one.
Oh my gosh, that brain is working overtime, ladies and gentlemen.
Did you have a good weekend?
No.
Oh, it's this.
She was trained so well, was she not? The quartering posts a photo of the Ren Fair. Interesting enough, he's not in the photo. And if you look at his hidden replies,
okay, we already kind of watched this with the Kino Casino. I'm already going back. Let's see. Is this the quartering or is this something else? Okay, maybe we will just do the latest one. You know what? Fuck it. We will just do the latest one.
All right, sorry about that. I don't know what the heck.
Wait, what's this though? He admitted to everything. This is the live stream going through the history. Yeah, that's what we were just watching.
All right, sorry about that. I don't know what the heck just happened, but all right. Anyways, let's get into it. Ladies and gentlemen, sorry about that. He doesn't want us getting this out there, ladies and gentlemen, but tonight's the night. Today is the day that we take down this liar and this grifter, this absolute phony.
Do it.
You know what? After going through all this stuff from over the last couple of days, and what I found from, thankfully to other people that have released these, different recordings online as well too. I just could not imagine shamelessly, just without any other thought of just like lying continuously, effortlessly to your audience, taking their money, what I would allege is even like stealing. And it's insane. No, do I think he's a fraud of a YouTuber and everything? Yeah. Yes. Has he committed fraud? I don't know. I'm not a damn lawyer or anything like that, but he's absolutely a phony.
Probably.
And what else do you call continuously and provably lying? You admittedly lying to your audience.
Come on, leave Nicholas alone.
Years.
Leave young Nicholas alone.
Right? What else do we call that, folks? Stealing those, definitely stealing those shorts. Can't believe it. I don't know. We're riled up, folks, because I'm just done with people like this. Are you kidding me? I'll be honest. Like this guy is exactly why we started Channel 4 in the first place, right? Because I'm just a nobody. I was just a nobody, just going around the world, and then I find out about how it's just usually other grifters calling out these grifters, and I'm like, the hell with it. So we started our own damn show. Why the hell not?
Latinx, of course it would be.
All right, here's the thing. And him talking about defamation lawsuits. It's so funny because he wants to talk about defamation lawsuits while literally contradicting himself in the same sentence. So what we're going to do tonight, he dropped his 4th vlog today. I swear, he almost made it to the end without a seethe session, but he just could not help himself, folks. He could not help himself. Hilarious. Absolutely hilarious. So what we're going to do tonight, we're going to jump into a few little starters here just to get us warmed up, but what we are going to do tonight is basically a condensed segment going through his lies going back to 2022. I could not believe this. 2022.
Wow.
Flip-flopping back and forth, telling the truth, not telling the truth. No, Baxter. He's eating our paperwork again, folks. Look at this. He's eating our paperwork yet again. He doesn't. Look at this. Too much lighting.
Hey, as an aside, just while I'm thinking about it, I need to assign people in my community to keep an eye on the Firebrand Collective and the Denver Communists over on IG because they've blocked me. And so I can see them. I just have to look at them in a different account because obviously I have secret accounts. You fuckers think you can't get away from me that easily. Can I assign someone to make sure they are following both the Firebrand Collective and the Denver Communists on Instagram and telling me if they post anything good? Thank you.
All right. Buddy, thank you, buddy.
I know some of you guys. This is how I'm finding out information. I just want to make it an official task. Like follow their asses, turn on notifications. Thank you, Reagan.
All right, he's sabotaging, folks. He's sabotaging. Sorry about that, folks. All right. Anyways, so we're gonna go through this, and we're gonna go through a few starters just to get us revved up here, just to get us introduced here. But and then it's for people piling in. But thank you so much. Let's go ahead and call these, buddy. Please, bud. Gator with the 500 kicks. You're muted, dumbass. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. I don't know how the heck that happened. Anyways, Skyron the pilot, Don muted alert, much appreciated. It's a Mia him with the 12 subs. Come on now. Okay, buddy. Thank you.
That's 10 gifted subs.
I should get something like that.
Thank you very much.
I should get a song like that.
Where's your toy? Where's your toy?
I'm definitely doing a song like that.
Alrighty. Like I said, he's amped
We're
up.
AI
I get it,
matched.
especially towards the beginning of the broadcast. He's super amped up because I'm amped up. I get it. Oh my gosh, all these muted. You sound. Thank you so much. The Hugh Jeffencock with $5. Thank you so much. Blue, Harry Johnson, Python Bacon, Radio Guy with the 5, and Z Legionary, regular customer, and I need to go muted more often. Are you kidding, folks? Kino Grove with the
that's $10 for hair
with the 10 for the hairspray fund. Thank you so much. It's Mia Him with a sub on Kick. Thank you so much. And that was who gifted the 10 subs. Thank you so much. It's Mia Him. That is insane. So much. I really appreciate that, man. That's incredible. If you're getting these subs, please thank these people. And is with the $3 saying Baxter. Hey, what can I tell you, folks? People keep warning me about him, telling me he's an A-log, he's a quarter A-log, and he just keeps on proving it more and more each day. So, and Techno Gooch, are you kidding me?
You are a legend.
Getting started early. These people. Ooh, how's the hair looking today, folks? How's the hair looking? We're flopping. We got full flop today. Alrighty. Let's get into this, though. Thank you so much for this. That is insane, the amount of support we're getting right out of the gate. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. Kiwi Possum subscribed to where we were. And then Hans Flemmenweffer. Hans Flemmen, ladies and gentlemen. Alrighty. Let's get into it, ladies and gentlemen. Come on now. Are you ready? Now, we're not going to go straight into our Jer segment. We'll pile in here, get warmed up just a bit here, okay? So let's go into
He's putting a lot of effort into this. W. Don Flurgandy. He's got slides.
It is time for the Baxter Bulletin, ladies and gentlemen. So let's get into it. Now, I'm telling you, this streamer university thing, I don't know what the heck's going up with it, but it has brought out some caricatures. Supposedly this person's name is Suki Mello. Have you seen this?
W snitch.
Hang on. No, I want quartering content, not this. I probably should just watch the video he did about it.
Successful streamers on these things, though, that aren't.
You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna do what I should have done in the first place, and watch this.
Trying to do something all on his own.
Of course, we barefoot this
steam. This is like
your
a preview
about fire and this grifter. This app just is you over.
You who's trying to do honest.
Okay, here we go. Okay.
The first claim we are going to look over.
We're back.
He claims that they bought a K-Cup machine for Coffee Brand Coffee. Now, he claims all this going back to 2022. I'm not kidding. So let's take a look.
If you want to support an independent content creator who's trying to do something all on his own.
Independent content creator trying to do something all on his own. Does he mention partners or anything like that?
Hey, listen, retard over on X. I don't give a flying fuck if you find this interesting. Because you know what, retard on X? I have made more money fucking around watching the quartering content today than you have all fucking week. That's how cool my fucking audience is and how much they appreciate what I do, while you are constantly begging for money when no one wants to fund you because you're a raving fucking psychopath that is causing nothing but problems. So you can continue to see in my Twitter chat all you want. I don't really care because I have made more money today than you have all fucking week. Prove it? Bro, that's like $250 scrolling across the bottom of the screen right now. That's just right now. And Cynthia just sent in more. 10 more gifted channel memberships. That's another $50. W, Cynthia. Appreciate the channel membership. Thank you. Look at that. Is that up to 63 channel memberships? Probably another couple $100 in super chats. I made $500 today just from YouTube. Not counting all of the other platforms, asshole. Now stop disrupting our stream. We're trying to relax here. It's Friday. Calm the fuck down.
This man is slurring. He does admit that he's drunk on this live stream, by the way.
Go to coffeebrandcoffee.com. So a lot of people are asking about Coffee Brand Coffee. I bought a $50,000 K-Cup machine.
Bought a $50,000 K-Cup machine. This is December 10th of 2022. Are you kidding me? And if you're wondering, well, when did he make that whole claim of like, this lefty canceled my 2000 K-Cup order or whatever, right? And, we have to buy this K-Cup machine now. That was in 2025 of March of 2025 that he made that claim. I made sure to get at least one clip from each year because it somewhat changes throughout the years. But yeah, I made sure to get a clip from it. You know how recently you said like, oh, my coffee company is only like 2 to 3 years old? No, it is over 4 years old now.
Patient in this K-Cup pre-order
we have a real community, unlike the retard on Twitter.
Foreseeable future to expand our business and make K-Cup flavors. We'll have dozens of blends in K-Cups at this time next year. We have medium and dark roasts by far most popular. Of course, we'll have more down the road. Of course, we'll get better pricing down the road. Buying K-Cup machine, it's like the cost of a Subaru. So getting that ready to go and getting all the freshness and stuff done has been a bit of a logistical thing, but we got it handled. And I really, really, really hope that you'll all rally and help me get this done. So pick up your K-Cups today.
March 2nd of 2023.
A food grade compressor to run the K-Cup machine, and that's been because of unprecedented times. I've been waiting forever for that.
He knew about this food compressor back in 2023. And if you'll remember, and it'll be in here too, right?
Holy
One of the excuses that he says why they never bought the machine in the first place. Yeah, we did raise money for the K-Cup machine, but we didn't know that we needed this food grade compressor and we needed to train people and we needed people to maintain it, which is like, and you're the biz whiz. You don't realize when you buy machinery, you're going to need to know how to maintain the damn thing. But hold on. So it was absolutely not a surprise that he needed this food compressor. According to him, he had it already. But now he's saying, oh, we didn't know we needed it. So that's why, there's all this other things that we didn't know. Lies again.
And I should sell my services as like.
Yeah, now he's saying, oh, now I need money to buy the K-Cup machine. See what it just continuously flip-flops. Because I think he, in my opinion, he looks pretty sloshed in some of these. So I think the truth somehow keeps slipping through.
Does extreme disaster backlash consulting. All right, listen, Bud Light.
He's your extreme backlash consultant.
To buy 2 new machines for my coffee company. A big K-Cup machine, which is very expensive, and you need a food grade air compressor. And then also
May 3rd, 2023. Oh, I need to buy the K-Cup machine and the food compressor.
A new machine to help me do some packaging.
And a new packaging machine.
K-Cups now. These are our actual blends, in a K-Cup form. We had to get a K-Cup machine to do this.
We had to get a K-Cup machine. See, back and forth.
We're the real deal. We just bought a new machine, by the way. Should I tell you guys? Should I have an exclusive release for you guys?
2024.
We bought a machine so that I can finally make you sample bags. This has been one of the most highly requested items. Like, I want to buy a 5-pack of different flavors.
Wait, so we lied about buying a different machine.
Now I'm going to be able to do that for you. And I'm looking into making an advent calendar.
You lied about multiple machines.
Say what again?
I don't know if those ever came to fruition.
Calendar.
Ain't nobody else with their whack-ass dropship coffee doing that.
Revolutionary.
I'm investing. We own our own stuff.
Yeah, here's the thing, and I think a reason why he's been doing this is he has no other value propositions to the customer. So he's just trying to trick his audience into buying his coffee because they think that they're supporting his purchase of the, you know what I mean? He's just like, I can't think of anything else any other reason to get these people to buy the coffee. So he's like, well, what if I say that I need their support to buy all this equipment?
Many of you know I have a coffee company. It's become a meme that, I annoy you with the ad reads for it. Well, what you might not know is that we basically do everything from soup to nuts. We
do everything from soup to nuts. That means it's basically another way of saying that you're vertically integrated, that you own, have the coffee plants, the plantation, you roast your beans, you do the packaging, basically from farm to table in a sense, right? From the farm to the cup of coffee.
Rely on one outside vendor, really, and that is to take our coffee and put it into K-cups. This K-cup machine is highly specialized and they cost 50 grand or something like that. And so it's always made more sense to
March 20th, 2025.
Just pay somebody else to do it. We send our coffee, they put it in the K-cup for us, easy.
Well, what happened to the K-cup machine that you said you already purchased all the way back in 2022?
Peasy. But they've left us in a very bad situation. I don't know if it's because of my political views or what the situation is. So instead, we're just going to buy our own K-cup machine. In order to finance that, I have put out 1,000 only of these Founders Vault packs.
So see this. This is important too. It's not like he's just like, hey, if you want to support our cause, buy a cup of coffee. No, he put together this $100 Vault pack of you get a couple of bags of coffee and some strawberries, and you get his signature, folks. Don't you want that? So yeah, he created this specifically to fund this K-cup machine, and this owner stiffing him.
And this is going towards our K-cup machine. Many of you know we're expanding into Amazon and things like that. We can't have our entire business held hostage by one angry anti-Trump person. Please help us out, and I would be eternally thankful. I'll be signing these thank you cards. There's a big difference between what I do and what most everyone else does.
Really? Tell us.
I don't drop ship my coffee. We roast our own special blends. We hand flavor our beans.
Oh, really?
We pack our orders.
Really,
we
Jeremy?
ship our orders. We handle our customer service. We are not a drop ship outlet. We're a real coffee company. Well, we've never been at our most vulnerable, but right now we're stocking up for Mother's Day, which is an important time of year for us because we do so well for Mother's Day gift boxes. And we're trying to compete on Amazon.
So they do so well. Remember this again. Do so well. They say that he says that that's their best sale, the best thing that sells off, that basically puts them in the black throughout the year is their Mother's Day boxes. And all of a sudden they're not doing them anymore. They're not doing them anymore this year. Really? That's like I said, that's like Starbucks saying, oh, our French roast is our best seller, but we're going to stop selling it this year. What?
And I'm trying to build a new office. All of these things have stretched basically me to the absolute max. It was fine. You probably saw I was selling my Neo Geo collection. I'm selling my Nintendo collection. I'm selling all this stuff to help fund this stuff. And it's because I believe in the...
See, and what is important about this too is like the urgency. Folks, if you do not donate, if you do not buy this Vault pack, if you don't support us, this business is basically going to fail. It's all crumbling because of this woke leftist.
The things that I
don't even have proof that he is a leftist.
But now we hit a roadblock that I need to try and reach out and give you an understanding of why I could use some help. I can't confirm this for sure, but right now with Coffee Brand Coffee, we are basically completely vertically integrated. We roast our stuff, we pack our stuff.
No, lies.
We print our own bags.
Literally all lies.
The only thing that
100%
we were
lies.
And now we know he doesn't do any of that. He now admits that they do not do any of this.
And on anyone else for was some of the boxes for our K-cups.
This is just like yet another self-inflicted wound by Jeremy. He didn't have to lie about any of this. I don't think anyone that ever bought Jeremy's coffee was under the delusion that he was some coffee recipe genius, coffee roaster expert. Like, no one expects Jeremy Hambly, the fucking quartering, to know anything about making coffee. Okay? Like, it's just like, that is an absurd notion. Everyone would have understood if he had just admitted it's dropship. Like, literally everyone would have understood, because the only reason people were even buying his coffee in the first place is because they liked him and wanted to support him. And then he just kept lying and lying and lying and lying and lying for no good fucking reason. For no good reason. It's just like, this is like, you guys know how I use AI to make my t-shirt designs in my merch store. You guys know how since like the very fucking beginning, I've used AI with rare exception. There are a couple of designs that are not AI, but most of the designs in my merch store are AI. And I'll tell you exactly which ones are AI and which ones aren't. It's like, it would have been like if I had started this merch store and I was like, I am hand drawing all of these designs into the late hours of the night to make sure they're perfect and blah, 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 and so they articulate my vision and blah, blah, blah. No, I said from the very beginning, I was like, I used AI to create this shit. How cool is that? How how great that we have access to these resources. But if I had lied and said, I am the artist in hand drawing all of these images into the wee hours of the night to persist, it's like it would have been a lie from the very beginning. And it's such an unnecessary lie because no one fucking cares. No one fucking cares if I used AI to make the images or if I was drawing them myself. Like literally no one cares. And I know that because I know the sales numbers for the images that are not AI that were actually, I did have some images that were professionally illustrated at one point in the merch store. I know the sales numbers for those versus the AI. Guess what? The AI ones sell a lot more because people like them more. So no one cares. And no one would have cared if Jeremy's coffee was dropshipped. No one would have fucking cared because no one expected Jeremy to be roasting the beans and picking out all the flavors and fine tuning the recipes and like all that bullshit. No one thought that. They bought the coffee because they liked him. They wanted to support him. And they would have bought it regardless of whether it was dropshipped or not. He did not have to lie about this. And the constant doubling down on the lies just makes him look even worse. Like if he's lying this aggressively over shit that he doesn't need to lie about at all, what else is he lying about that is far more important than how is his coffee produced?
And some of the procedures around that. It's our coffee, but we had someone else helping, put these boxes together so we could do all that. Well, apparently that person, I don't know this for sure, but I suspect it.
So he just keeps looking down. I feel like that's his tell. He just keeps looking down.
YouTube channel and didn't like my politics. And while we have a 20,000 K-cup order, basically decided to tell us, pound sand, right? Or I don't know what's going on. We haven't heard anything back. This is absolutely crippling.
I don't believe you. I don't believe this happened at all.
I'm already so overextended with Coffee Brand Coffee. I feel like they knew this was the time that they could really cause maximum damage.
But this doesn't make sense. If you have a customer who is increasing volume more and more, that means your business is going up more and more. But you're just like, oh, let me screw over this person, even though that screws over you.
What is the solution? Well, it's to buy about $80,000 in equipment. And I didn't know what else to do. I can't miss Mother's Day. It's our biggest sale of the year. And so I said, okay, fine. Put it on my credit card. We're going to just figure it out.
Thank you.
And
Appreciate
that's
it.
a lot of dimp to put on your credit card. And
sorry about that. I don't know what to do about that.
We're going to save Mother's Day, and we're going to bring this last piece of the puzzle in-house.
Again, he stated, already purchased it, right? He already purchased it for, his 80 grand and their machinery or whatever, right?
To help pay for it, we've done this one other time before. And what I did was I put together this very cool Founders Vault Pack. There's only 1,000 of them. And
it's a very cool vault pack.
And 200 of them are already gone from my live stream earlier today. If I sell out at
he sold 200 of these. Now he even faults to he says later in a later stream saying, I'm not sure if I have any left, which means that he sold a lot of these. He could be lying as well,
he could be lying.
Right, he does do that.
I think that might be more.
But he implied that he wasn't even sure if there were any left in a later stream.
Out of these, we can afford the machine, and this could never happen again.
And also, like somebody else made a good point about this the other day is, if you just now bought this machine, like it's going to take a while to come in, get it calibrated, get it integrated, train people. Like you would, and then you wouldn't. There's no way you'd have that ready in time to make to make your Mother's Day boxes. But you just ordered at the end of March.
But the coffee company is working. I'm not taking on any investors. We want to do this ourselves, but I can't do it without your help.
Oh, that's a good idea.
I'm not taking on any investors. We want to do this ourselves.
Maybe I will.
Now, like I said, this is different than him just saying like, oh, hey, buy a Volpack if you'd like to support the company. No, he's urging his fans. We are like, basically the business is going to end. That's his implication, right? The way he's talking. If you were listening as a fan, you would think like, oh, man, this coffee company could very well go under if I don't help support my favorite content creator or whatever, right?
And I sincerely hope you'll consider picking up this Founders Pack, which will be linked in the description. Or if you just go to coffeebrandcoffee.com, it's right on the homepage. Or picking up something. Support small business. We really, we're about a dozen employees. I wanted to reach out one more time and see. We've got about 800 of these Founders Packs left, and that's it. I will not talk about coffee at all tomorrow. Okay. I won't talk about it, but I just figured I'd make a dedicated video because I'm kind of running out of options.
I'm running out of options. Urging your fans, like it's gonna crumble and it's all going down if you don't support that. I feel like it just makes it so much worse.
The thing I was looking at buying from China was the K-Cup machine, because that's really the only.
So this is April 10th, 2025. This is after his March big plea to everybody.
Place that manufactures them. But now that it's 135% more expensive, suddenly now the American-made ones are in their contention.
Right.
There's just not many of them. There's really only one company that I know. So I may have to actually wait on the K-Cup machine.
What he could have just done is said like, hey, it actually turned out to be a lot more than I thought it was going to be, ladies and gentlemen. And if you bought one of these founder packs and you would like a refund because we didn't buy it, that is completely fine. If you still want to support us, you're not worried about that, then I appreciate it. But if you do want a refund, please submit one and we'll get you a refund. That's all he had to do.
So I may have to actually wait on the K-Cup machine. But for the most part, I'm fine. I'm an American business. I lowered prices instead of increasing them.
I've heard that 30% margin is about what the minimum required to stay above water. Yeah. Well, right now I'm in the growth phase. So I'm trying to get out there, get a lot of people on subscriptions, and then work on my costs. So I talked about yesterday how I bought a K-Cup machine. Like that's going to lower my cost by $1 per box.
So back and forth, because this is May of 2025. What are we doing? Back and forth.
That's like right back in my pocket. And I sell like 5,000
because now we bought it
boxes a month, sometimes 10,000 boxes a month. So that's right back to the bottom line.
You guys know that I have the coffee company, right? Like everyone knows that.
Now this one I put it a little bit later on accident, but this is back. So this is March 20th. It's meant to all be chronological, but this one is. But yeah, so this is March 20th, 2025.
Like a meme, how often I promote it. There's only one person.
This is the same day that he made that big plea, but this is on his live stream with Mel and Luke. He makes a pretty interesting claim on here too.
That I rely on. Everything else is basically vertically integrated. And that is the person that takes the coffee that we brew, and puts it in K-Cup packs. I suspect that they found out my political leanings because I happened to peruse their page and they're very leftoid. And they've basically left me high on.
You know who happens to be very leftoid? If you peruse their page, Mill Creek Coffee Roasters.
Dry on an order for like 20.
But the thing is, Mill Creek doesn't do the K-Cups. I don't think it's Javataza. Javataza might be, but I think they're just Mennonites.
1,000 K-Cups. The coffee in the K-Cups is ours, but we roast it and then we send it to this guy whose sole job is to put it in the K-Cups because it's like an $80,000 machine. So I've decided to buy my own K-Cup machine and put the entire thing on my credit card. So I'm going to put $85,000 on my credit card to buy my own machine and food grade compressor so that this can never ever happen again. And
bought the K-Cup machine, bought the compressor.
That is retarded to buy that on a credit card.
He also talks about buying like something
retarded.
for packaging, a packaging machine.
In the past, we raised money to buy other equipment that we needed to do.
Now, what is he talking about there?
What
I tried
other
to look for it. I don't know what other equipment he was talking about. He just talk about a packaging machine, and maybe he's talking about like for the scrub.
Now we need this other machine so that we can do not just the K-Cup, but creating the boxes and all this other kind of
to put that on a
stuff.
credit card.
It absolutely.
Yo, we got Great Otis in. Great Otis with 5 channel memberships. W's to you, my friend. Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Really sucks. So I'm dealing with that in the back. Sorry, in the screen behind.
Wasn't Trump supposed to lower credit card interest rates, by the way?
To do it.
Another Trump.
So I put out our tangerine.
Another one.
One
did you
more
buy
great
it, or
Otis.
did you now you're raising the money
W's
for
to you, my
orange
friend.
coffee,
Thank you.
cherry cordial, freeze-dried strawberries. Challenge.
I mean, Luke looks like he could not be more bored.
Oh, he
right
wanted
now.
to get to 69. Great Otis wanted us to get to 69 channel memberships. Nice. Great Otis. Nice. Well done, good sir. Well done. Thank you so much for the super chat. Hope you're all doing well. I just finished watching Obsession. Great movie. Highly recommend it. Yeah, I saw Obsession. I've kind of been doing this thing lately on Sundays where like I didn't necessarily really care about going to see Obsession, but I've just been going to the movies to kind of like sit in the recliner in the movie theater. And I was doing this when it was really hot outside. So I was like, oh my God, it feels so good to go to the movies and sit in the recliner. So I just kind of started going to movies that probably I wouldn't otherwise see, but I wanted to go to the movies. So I just went to see Obsession. Obsession is a fucked up movie, man. And I like horror movies and I like torture porn and I like all of the things that just make us go, like, I love that shit. Obsession got me. It really did. There are parts of that movie that are so fucked up. Like some sort of evil genius came up with that movie, but it is just like, I'm not going to give any spoilers, but there are some really and truly fucked up parts of that movie where I was just like I was like, oh God, like, are you kidding me? So like but I like that is the thing. I like it when movies go down a path where it's like, I don't know who came up with that idea, but that's really fucked up. Like, I love that shit. So for me, that movie was great. I thought it was great. And I do recommend it. And if you like horror movies and like torture porn stuff and stuff like that, which is the creepy shit that I like you will like that movie.
Coin plus a free gift plus a hand-signed letter.
Luke is just like, God, there's no way I would take any less money to be here. You're lucky you're paying me for this.
Thanking you from me to help us raise the money to do it. If you want to go to coffeebrandcoffee.com and help us tell this wad we don't need you anymore,
like Hostel.
please do.
Yes, like
I need
Hostel.
to sell all 1,000 of them.
Exactly like Hostel. I love the Hostel movies. I love them. Love you, Boston. Sure, very patriotic. Yeah, I got this in Boston the other day from a street vendor, and I was just like, I like the shape of it. I like the neck of it. I like the line of it, but I like that it's got a flag on it. It says Boston too. I love it. Boston, greatest city in the world. Too bad it's run by leftists because it is the greatest city in the world. Appreciate that, John. Thank you.
To pay for this stuff, we need more equipment than just the K-Cup machine. But what kind of credit line do you have in that thing? My credit card actually has no limit. I've put like $300,000 on my credit card.
Now there are credit cards that don't technically have limits on them. I know he does make a lot of money. I don't know.
Before?
No, that is true. That is they're absolutely credit cards with no limits. They're for very, very, very rich people. How he put $300,000 on a fucking credit card? That's retarded. If he is not paying off that money, like, okay, I can understand putting money on a credit card and then paying it off immediately. Like if you're going to get like airline points or something like that makes sense. A lot of people who travel for work, they will put they will use their like airline credit card to put this stuff on immediately. And then they get reimbursed from work and then they pay it off. So they get all the benefits of the frequent flyer miles and the points and all that stuff that they can then use to go on free vacations and things like that. It's very common. You're putting $300,000 on a credit card that you're not paying off right away. That's fuck off stupid. That's stupid.
I completely doubt it because he does have I'm like I said, he made a crap ton of money, and there are credit cards that don't have limits on them, but yeah.
For all the stuff we sent to Amazon, that was like $75,000, and then this K-Cup.
But the thing is, like, it's not your audience's like to fund this thing. If anything, you should be like, oh, my business has done so well, I'm gonna invest in this other business. It's not like crowdfunding everything when you're a millionaire is insane.
The rest of the K-Cup stuff we need is going to be $80,000. So it's all sitting on my credit card right now. So please.
So we already purchased it. It's on the credit card.
Pick up a Founders Vault pack today. Our facility will now just handle everything if we can sell that out. Yeah, I'd like to pay that off as quickly as possible. Great. But I had to use my credit card because I'm like, I can't miss Mother's Day. Mother's Day is our biggest sale of the year.
I don't know for a fact that it was politically related, but I don't want to
It's a
smear
good
them.
guess, right?
If you pick up
Luke
that
has not said a peep because he knows this is bullshit.
Founders Vault Pack, nobody else is touching anything from soup to nuts anymore. That's the last piece we need. Actually, I'm working on a coffee scrub too for the ladies, and we have to buy a machine for that too.
Oh, a coffee scrub, like actual
For your
skincare?
face and feet
There-
and hands. Yeah.
Right.
Just for the record, there is no universe in which I'm using any sort of skincare product made by the Quartering. I have a lot of skincare products. I buy skincare products all the time. This is why I don't look my age. Do you know how many different lotions and creams and serums go on my face every single day? A lot. Because it works. But I'm not using something made by the Quartering out of coffee. That's stupid.
The machine for
Very
that,
nice.
which is also
gonna
on a
give you a
credit card,
rash or
was
something, or make you
$15,000.
break
Now we just
out.
have to dial in the recipe with our coffee. So, but yeah, please go over there and pick it up. I could use your help. I don't like begging, but it's great value.
You don't like begging, huh?
Oh, that
Come
sounds
on now.
great, Cynthia. I love green apple. Green
What a
apple's my
lie.
favorite.
Are you kidding, Jer? You're the beggar extraordinaire.
I do. Actually, yeah. I have a lot of Korean. That's not even the right chat. I have a ton of Korean skincare. Snail muslin, the Korean snail shit. That stuff is fucking magic. But yeah, I have a lot of Korean skincare products. Korean skincare products are the best.
Jer, the beggar extraordinaire. Are you kidding me, buddy?
Oh,
when I
man.
first heard that,
That sounds
I
so
could
good. I
not
haven't had a
stop
coffee
laughing when
stout
I
in
first
so
heard
long.
that. Are you kidding me, folks?
It's a little high price, but that's so we
Yep,
can buy the
it is.
machinery. If I sell all 1,000
Yeah.
today, that pays for the K-Cup. I'm building a new office, which is what I was selling those Trump cuck books for. I'm thinking about making the
Trump
office
what?
bigger.
It sounded like you said cuck books.
Cuck books.
He's cut. He's cut. He's cut.
It is, but it's so good.
Jeremy
It's so
Hambly
good.
just
Snail
said
tip.
he's cut.
He's cucked, folks. He's making the cuck books. Oh no! I mean, that's the most based Mel take I think I've ever heard in my life. There we go. Hell yeah, man.
Well, whatever you want to call them. And we made the decision last night after what I believe is a leftoid trying to screw us over on our packaging.
A leftoid.
We took out a lease. We are moving to a new 15,000 square foot facility.
This is an insane claim, Mister. What do you think I was?
Wait,
I never
you
said I was
said they were
roasting
moving
this
into
out
a
of my garage.
15,000-foot
No.
facility?
We thought you were roasting it out of a facility. Potentially this 15,000 square foot facility.
Oh
he shows
my
a video of it, by the way.
God.
We have
I didn't know it was this
a
bad.
K-Cup machine. We will be able to make Nespresso pods. We're going to be able to print our own book packaging and make
Sounds
our
great.
own coffee scrub.
He just invented all of this. This is some really impressive journalism from Don Flurgandy. I have to say, I wasn't expecting this quality level of analysis. He made up all of this to defraud his audience, and he just did it repeatedly over the course of years. Wow.
We invested every penny we ever made in Coffee Brand Coffee and then some. Pick up a bundle today. You'll help us move into this new facility and roast even better coffee and lower our prices. Somebody just said half of
the prices have not been lowered. I'm pretty sure. Have they went up? I feel like there's no way his prices have been lowered a dime since he started. Have they?
This show is a shill for coffee.
Wow.
I have not mentioned coffee for an hour and 56 minutes.
one thing I'll say, folks, I totally get what his fans were saying. Looking through all these clips, because these are only some clips, by the way. There are plenty more out there. I just wanted to make sure that to get the best ones and the ones that were at least one from each year minimum.
I made one mention.
Yeah, but it was wild. It was how much he like talked about Coffee Brand Coffee.
Coffee, and it's because I need your help. It isn't like crap that comes from some warehouse that everyone like everyone else sells. I think.
Why does it gotta be crap? See, this is why he has such disdain for people calling him a drop ship or white label, because he thinks it's like some dirty word. It's like, who cares?
Yeah.
It's just like a creator.
Exactly.
Like you're the only one who cares about this.
These other bundles are to help us buy the scrub and to pay the rent on the new building.
The scrub.
Buy the
that never
scrub and
happened.
pay rent on the new building, the new 15,000 square foot building, by the way.
That's it. That's the big exposed. I hope it was worth it, dorks. Not my regular viewers, but the people that thought it was a big exposed thing. Yes, I pay somebody to put my coffee into K-cups.
Wow.
And people say, but you were raising money to put your own K-cup machine together. You were going to get your equipment. You're right. We did raise money for that. And we were going to buy a K-cup machine.
But
there's basically only one manufacturer, maybe two, and they both come out of China. I talked to the guys at Black Rifle.
Now, that lines up with his previous statement, talking about the China, where they come from.
Specifically about buying one of their old K-cup machines. I talked to other people I won't name about what they did for K-cup production. And the fact of the matter is, the machine itself, the cost, was only a small part of it. Turns out once we got further down the process, you have to pay somebody to come from the machine's manufacturer, train your team, and then if it breaks,
you don't have a team.
You have to know how to fix it. And we
What do
just
you think
decided
buying a
we don't really have the
means?
volume.
Guys, breaking news. When you buy a big, expensive piece of machinery, you have to get trained on how to use that machine. And if the machine breaks down, you're going to have to pay to fix the machine. Why was this a surprise? That's like saying, guys, I can't buy a car because I'm going to have to pay someone else to fix the car every time I need an oil change or every single time a part doesn't work anymore. And because I have to pay someone to fix the car, that means I just shouldn't buy the car in the first place because I'm going to spend all this money on a fucking car. And then when it runs out of gas, I'm going to have to pay someone to get gas. When it needs an oil change, I'm going to have to pay someone to do that. When a part falls off or something like that, I'm going to have to pay a mechanic to fix it. It's just not even worth buying the car in the first place. It's exactly the same fucking thing. When you buy a piece of machinery, you're going to have to learn how to use it. And you're going to have to pay people to fucking fix it. That's true of a car. That's true of a refrigerator. That's true of a washing machine. That's true of a fucking stove. That's true of like literally every single product where you have something cheap like a microwave. You just go buy a fucking new one whenever it breaks down. This is not rocket science. Jeremy, do you know that big ass fucking tractor that you own, you have to pay someone else to fix that fucking tractor when it breaks, bro? Breaking fucking news.
To justify spending $200,000.
Like now it's 200 grand. Now this is the biz
80 grand
when
before.
What did you think was going to happen? You get this giant new piece of machinery. You don't think you're going to have to train people
Things
on it?
Break down.
Have people? You're not going to think you're going to need to pay for maintenance on the damn thing.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, you're the one. You're the biz whiz. We're the ones that don't know anything about business. And here's the thing: if this is true, then refund your audience. Give the damn money back. Ridiculous. This shouldn't even be a question. And also, where did the money go then? If all the money, like you said, he made those vault packs specifically to fund that. Never bought it. Where did the money go? And are you going? Simple question: where did that money go?
Buying the machine.
And by the way,
and then only running.
If he had said to his audience, guys, I know we raised money for this, but I made a decision that a better investment of that money was going to be this. I bet you no one would give a fuck. Like, if he had raised money telling people we're going to get a K-Cup machine, whatever the fuck, they weren't supporting it because they were super psyched about the fucking K-Cup machine. They were supporting it because they liked him and they wanted to support him. If he said to them, guys, I know we raised all this money for a K-Cup machine, but after looking at the situation, I've made the decision that maybe that is not the best way to go. And instead, I'm going to take that money and I'm going to do X, Y, B, and Z with it. I'm going to invest it in another way. Again, I bet you that if he had said, and I bet you if he had said that, I said, you know what, if you have a problem with this, I totally understand. Just let me know and I will refund your money. Like, if he had said that, I bet you pretty much no one would have asked for a refund because, again, It's not like people were supporting it because they were like, yes, we need Jeremy to have a fucking K-Cup machine. They wanted to support him because they liked him and they wanted to support his content. That's why they did it. And so if he had just been honest and come out and said, this isn't going to work out for reason X, Y, B, and Z. I want to be honest with you and transparent because I know you guys, donated money, bought stuff to support this. We're going to do this with it instead and presented some sort of fucking plan. I bet you no one would have cared. Honestly. Yeah, I mean, this is not about the fucking K-Cup machine. This is about whether or not he defrauded his audience.
K-Cups for us. So then I went to my partners and I said, hey, why don't we sell K-Cup services, to other people? Again, all things that a dropship coffee company could never do, by the way.
But you didn't do that. You didn't sell K-Cup services to other people.
And like some food grade air compressor machine and then training.
Yeah,
and then if it breaks, who knows how you fix it.
Now the food, see how he uses that as an excuse? I didn't know we needed a food grade air compressor machine. Not only did you know about it, you said you purchased one already.
And we're still strongly considering adding the K-Cup machine to our arsenal and then selling that service to other people.
No. This is what he's trying to do and say to snake by, slither on by, to basically say that, I didn't scam my audience. That's just basically what he's trying to say. It's like, no, it's just kind of, and that's what he says in his comments too, by the way, because one of his fans had commented, that is how fair of the criticism that was. He said, well, no, it's just on hold for right now. That is absurd.
He probably put in the Trump
meme coin. It has been over a year.
Wouldn't that be funny?
This happened in March of 2025. It's July of 2026. Imagine Candace had a coffee company, told her fans, hey, buy this vault pack. I need to sell 1,000 of these at $100 a pop, or else so we can be vertically integrated and my business is under attack. We might fail, blah, 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 blah. And then it turns out that Candace never bought that machine. You would be printing 50 videos a day, sir.
That's true.
They're
Actually,
tuning into this.
You know what? I didn't even think of that, but that's an excellent point by Don Flurgandy. If any other person had done this, if any other person that Jeremy fuckwad from the quartering doesn't like, if anyone else had done this, Jeremy would have made video after video after video after video after video after video, just like he did with Jack Murphy, just like he did with Eliza Blue, just like he has done with countless people profiting off of dragging other people down. Like, if Candace Owens had done this, Jeremy would have made probably at least 150 videos about it. But no, it's okay for him to do it. It's just not okay for anyone else to do it. Okay, bro. Okay.
Hoping to get another gotcha. There just isn't. There's nothing there.
That made me that cracks me up every time. There's nothing there. I know I just admitted to pretty much scamming my fans, but there's nothing there. Hilarious.
When they react to this video and pretend that there's another kind of gotcha or something like that, there just isn't.
Yeah, we're totally gotcha-less, folks. We're just, we just didn't find anything there.
Gotcha-less.
Now, here's another claim. The second claim, a main one, right?
Totes.
We roast our own beans. So let's see what he's had to say about this specific claim over the years, shall we?
I know a lot of people that have been in my streams many times already know I sell coffee, but a lot of people don't know it's my own. We roast our own. Literally any other YouTuber who's selling coffee does not roast their own beans.
That was so
2022.
Crazy. What happened
December 20th again,
Blue?
2022.
That was so crazy.
Again with the coffee. Come on, don't do me like that. I did one time in an hour.
All I ask is
a lot of these always had his fans were always just like, oh my God.
Great Otis, you ruined the 69, bro. You ruined it. But I'm going to thank you anyway. W's to you, my friend. Thank you so much for the membership.
Gosh, another coffee ad.
Give us a try. I'm that confident in our product. This isn't some drop ship thing. I'm deeply involved in all of the flavors, all of the picks, all the beans, everything, what we pick for Roaster's Choice every month. That's all me. So
March 2023.
No, we have to use 420. Let's not do that.
Not to dump on other YouTubers, coffee brands, but this is like, we own the roasters. We have a massive roaster. We have all this stuff. So like,
we have a roaster. We have our own master roaster. We have all this stuff.
Yeah.
You know what is strange too? Like, he thinks that's a value proposition. The customer doesn't care if you own everything. That's why he keeps on doing this like it's some value prop. Nobody cares. Like, seriously, the customer could not care if it was white label, black label, private label, drop ship, whatever. There's like, okay, is it good or something? Am I a coffee drinker and is it good? Okay, I'll buy. Right? They don't get like, oh, he owns everything. Oh, I got to get in. I got to get me some of that.
This is my brand. And by the way, it's not some drop ship garbage like everyone else sells. We roast our own stuff, but I'm a small business. We've been in business for 2 years now. We have almost, I don't know, a dozen full-time employees. We're the real deal. We just bought a new machine, by the way. Should I tell you guys? Should I have an exclusive release for you guys?
Oh, new machine.
We're investing. We own our own stuff. You know, we buy our own machinery.
But nearly
it was like some packaging thing.
Everybody that starts out the way I started out. It's how you start a business. So you find a facility that roasts coffee, and you say, "I'd like to buy coffee at wholesale," and they say, "We would like to sell you that coffee at wholesale." Of course. I use a roastery to roast my beans. Of course.
What do you mean, of course? It's just crazy. Like, of course I've been lying to you for all of these years. Of course. That's what you were saying right now. If you don't realize that, as you're uttering these words out of your mouth.
Every one of my beans is from a different location on the planet. It's absolutely not. Like, I have my own facility. I did like a little tour around the coffee plant. Like, this is my coffee. These are, this is our stuff going on like live. Here you can see them unroasted beans, weighing them out. Here we're fulfilling orders.
2 days after this stream, Twitter and Reddit users discovered this promotional video was filmed at Mill Creek Roasters Coffee in Salt Lake City, Utah, using their employees' facility and machinery.
Oh, where the beans are at. There's after roast.
Now we're gonna go through this Twitter actually. So I have this pulled up. So Chuds of TikTok basically posted this, right? Because he deleted the original like walkthrough video, right? So this is what they were saying, right? So you have this guy with a coffee brand coffee shirt and everything, right? Have them mixing the beans. This is the video that they went through, right? Gotta mute this. This is a video that he was showing, right? Got the coffee going through. All right, so if you look at this, what is strange, one of their specialty services is private label packaging. That's what Mill Creek calls them, private label. You look at this. Well, who is this? That guy looks familiar, doesn't he? But he's not wearing a coffee brand coffee shirt. That roaster looks all familiar, doesn't it? Oh. Hold on, here's a guy for Player One Coffee. But he looks like he's in the exact same roasting facility.
Wow.
Right? So he's got a Player One Coffee. Look at that. The roasting facility. This is how people ended up comparing it and finding out that Mill Creek was behind Coffee Brand Coffee to some capacity, right? And he absolutely flipped out about this whenever people were bringing this up to him, right? So look at this is the guy. I think this is during the Player One Coffee era, right? But obviously it's not the Coffee Brand Coffee, right? Look at him here. Look at him when he was wearing the coffee brand, when he's working for Coffee Brand Coffee. Holy moly, this guy has seen some days, folks. Look at this guy. Oh my goodness. I mean, this is what working for Jer will do to you, ladies and gentlemen. Are you kidding me? Now, Player One Coffee, of course, was created and owned by Meta PCs, which up until the middle of June was the location, was the address where the trademark for Coffee Brand Coffee was registered to, was Meta PCs in Arizona. Right? And remember, he just said,
that's crazy.
I just bought out my partners and had to change a bunch of my paperwork for Walmart. Yeah, right. Like he's getting to Walmart. And once you know it, he just changed his trademark paperwork, updated it, and changed the address for his established trademark from Meta PCs in Arizona to now his home address.
Where can I buy Mill Creek coffee? I have no idea. There's like this small group of people that think they know where, they've got it all figured out where I get my coffee from. It's not like I went out and bought like $1 million in machinery to roast my own beans. That's not.
So it says like he always strawmans and makes it some insane that like, $1 million worth of machinery. No, nobody said you're buying $1 million. You said you bought, 50,000 and then 80,000 worth of the machinery. You said that. That is a far cry from a million or millions.
How any of this works. But like any idiot knows that. Ooh, exposed. A facility that does fulfillment for them occasionally on a certain roast.
Occasionally on a certain roast. And these, isn't it funny? These crash outs go all the way back to July of 2022.
Associated with him, and ooh, we got him. Did they think that I was in my garage roasting and doing it all myself? Of course not. Gotcha. You used a fulfillment center to ship. Name a single business that doesn't. Anybody who ships anything uses a fulfillment center. I'm an internet autist. I don't have a job, but I figured out that you did a little fulfillment work for a guy I don't like on the internet. And like, we were all laughing at them. I know a lot of people have been in my streams many times.
Yeah, we were all laughing.
I sell coffee.
They were all laughing. You know, isn't that funny how he always says that? Man, we were all laughing at them so hilariously. We were all laughing at them.
I
He
mean,
says that whenever agents, he's like, oh, these
both things can be true. Both things can be true. He can be a diabolical liar and create elaborate schemes. And he can also be very unintelligent, because who's to say that lies have to be intelligent? They just have to be untrue. Who's to say that elaborate schemes have to be well planned and thought out? They just have to be complex and to have some sort of like, nefarious intent. That doesn't mean it's intelligent. It means he's going to get caught at some point. So he can be all three things at the same time. He can be a diabolical liar, he can be an elaborate schemer, and he can also be very unintelligent.
agents came to my house and they were just laughing at these Reddit trolls. Oh, the FDA people came out here and they were laughing at you guys.
I know. I saw it.
I mean,
I saw it. We almost watched Owen today because Owen apparently did a naked stream last night, and I saw it. I was like, you know what? Owen's hair is growing on me. The blonde, I'm starting to come around to the blonde haired Owen. I was not a fan of it at first, but I'm starting to come around to it. And if Owen continues to do streams with his shirt off, I will probably learn to appreciate it. I'm just saying.
Jared's La La Land is just so funny. Everybody's, he's everybody's favorite person. They're just laughing, having a chuckle at everything.
A lot of people don't know it's my own. We roast
let the
our
man
own.
live. Yeah,
literally
that's
any
what
other
I'm saying, Reagan.
YouTuber who's selling coffee does not roast their own beans. Not to dump on other YouTubers, coffee brands, but this is like, we own the roasters. We have our massive roaster. We have all this stuff. So like, I do not drop ship. My stuff is all legit.
Yeah, Owen is in his
we have our own
phase. I fucking
roasters.
love it. Good
We
for
have
him.
our own fulfillment. We have, everything we do, everything we control, everything. We roast our own beans. We have our own facility. Make sure to use code Rumble to save 10% off. And this goes directly towards, again, helping us build out our facilities. Most everyone is a drop ship coffee outlet. We are not. We're, we own the equipment. We're buying more equipment. We're buying a piece of equipment right now to make our own coffee scrub.
Everyone else, we're buying a piece of equipment right now to make the coffee scrub. Never came to fruition. Never.
This is Coffee on Rumble. I believe is far subpar compared to mine. We roast our own, we fulfill our own, we do our own customer service. We put together 3 really cool bundles to help finance our new building that we're moving.
So look at this. So these were created to finance his new building. The new building. Remember that he's showed and is he not shown it yet? He might show it here. Whereas a 15,000 square foot building. What is this? The Flavor Burst bundle, the Dark Souls bundle, and the Ray of Light bundle. What are they? They got to be $100 each, right?
Into which I have a video
Maybe
of,
80?
I think, too now.
Here we go.
I don't know if this is gonna work. Yep, this is where we're moving.
Oh wow.
Oh
wow.
Yeah, so we're like an actual operation. We're not like some of these other guys who just drop.
What? Excuse me?
So that was just a complete and total lie. Just complete fucking fantasy.
He's a liar. Oh, he's a grifter. Oh, his name is Jeremy
W.
He's a liar.
What the
He's
hell?
a grifter. Scumbag.
He's a liar.
What is this?
He's a grifter. He's a
Now all of a sudden
scumbag.
here's the tour of our facility. our totally ripped facility. And he says that, what was it? He says he already leased it, by the way.
Chip stuff. You guys probably already know this because you know who I am, but I have my own coffee company. We brew our own stuff. We're different than everybody else selling you coffee on YouTube because we actually brew our own stuff.
No hairnets. Good point.
We're not sticking a white label on somebody else. We pack our own orders.
I don't understand why the internet has glommed onto this the way it does, but trying to understand the internet is stupid. The truth is, these people are dumb.
That's what's going on here, folks. So this is just to show you a little bit. So this is the Jerilizer, and I made sure to just have check marked. I don't have any of the clip channels checked or anything like that, right? But this is just Quartering Live, Unsleeved Media, The Quartering Rumble, Jeremy Hambly, Incredible Salt Mine, and The Quartering Channel, the main channel. Now, just the search term roast our own, right? Just to show you an idea of how much he has said we roast our own. And look, if you pause here, we roast our own stuff. My peers sell, we roast our own stuff because we roast our own stuff regardless, because we roast our own. Right, so this isn't some just random saying that he's saying, right? He's talking specifically about the coffee. We roast our own stuff. We roast our own stuff. We roast our own. Look at this. Look at how many times.
This is like straight narcissist
We actually roast
behavior.
our own stuff. We roast our own stuff. Yeah, I mean, can you change it up a little bit? Jeez. And some of these are deleted, by the way. A lot of these videos were deleted, but luckily it saves the transcripts, so we were able to see it. Look at how many were there. And those went down to, what was it? Went all the way back to 2022, right? Yeah, 2022. If by any stretch of the imagination, Jer somehow sees this, right? So if we were to ask the Quartering a few questions about his coffee company, or just about this situation in general, if you please answer these questions, and then, depending on how the answers are, just go from there. But you have to answer. These are some basic questions you have to be able to answer. Who was the K-Cup company that screwed you over? What proof do you have of this order that they screwed you over on? What proof do you have of creators harassing, defaming, or going through your garbage bins? You claimed video proof. Where did the money go that you raised for the K-Cup machine? Will you be refunding your audience members who bought vault packs or other products to help support you in funding this machine you now admit you never purchased? If Coffee Brand Coffee doesn't roast the beans, make the bags, make the K-Cups, what does the company do besides advertising? This is what, because at this point,
excellent question.
That's all I see them doing. They do plenty of ads. Hell, they do a crap ton of ads. Because he says they don't brew, they don't do the K-Cups, they don't do the fulfillment anymore, right? He says now they're trying to, if they do the Mother's Day Bucks, I don't know. Then him and his wife are going to be packaging some things up, or I don't know. But these are some very basic questions you should be able to ask, especially when you have now admitted you've been lying to your fans for years. Forget
literally
the trolls.
Years, Jeremy.
If you care about bad faith,
Literally
what you should care
years.
about genuinely is the fact that you, from what I see, scammed your fans. You lied to them. You said that you were in dire need, that your company was in dire need, and that you're going to be fully integrated, never had to rely on anybody. Now you admit that it was all a lie. What you should care about is them, the people who supported you, the people who made you a millionaire for years. That's who you should care about. Forget who it's coming from or whatever, right? That's who you should be answering to. So answer those questions, please. I would love it. Don't like I said, don't even care about if it's for me, care for your fans. Upset. Insane. I could not believe this.
That's it. Don Flurgandy. What a W, man. I'm going to subscribe to him. Don Flurgandy investigative reports on the Quartering. I mean, listen, I didn't expect, I thought this was going to be a little bit of a rehash of stuff I already knew. I didn't expect it to be that bad. I really didn't. I did not expect it to be that bad. So yeah, massive W, Don Flurgandy. We appreciate your service. Good sir. Jeremy from the Quartering is a piece of shit that has lied to his audience for years and years and years for no good reason. And it's just yet another example of him digging the hole himself unnecessarily, just like he did with this entire thing with the Keno Casino because of his own hubris. Again, I kind of think he's just like a very unintelligent narcissist. He thinks he's going to keep getting away with this shit. And it's like, no, sir, no. The internet has decided you're not getting fucking away with it this time. So that's really all we got, guys. That's really all we got. Part 2 of the Quartering stream. I think that was a little bit of a W. As a reminder, I will be going to Maine tomorrow to cover the anti-ICE protests. I'm not going undercover. We're going to do a little experiment. We're going to see how this goes. I will be going to Maine tomorrow. I will be posting in real time. I will not be streaming because I'm not a live streamer, but I will be posting in real time. Make sure you follow me on Twitter. That's probably going to be the best place to follow my posts. And I will let you guys know when things are okay and when I'm on my way back and stuff like that. I have a special video going up at 6 p.m. tomorrow in lieu of Socialism Saturday because I'm not going to be home by 6 p.m. tomorrow. I will be home later and I will go live when I'm home later. But I have an interview tomorrow with Joshua Lissick that was recorded today about his upcoming book, Haitians of Springfield. It was an amazing talk. We talked for about an hour earlier today. I'm going to be premiering that tomorrow at 6 p.m. in lieu of Socialism Saturday. And then when I get back from Maine, I will come and we will do a stream when I get back. But it's probably not going to be by 6 p.m. just because it takes me about 90 minutes to drive out there. It'll take me about 90 minutes to drive back, as it turns out. And so I don't think I'm going to leave in time to be back, but hopefully I will be back shortly after that. There are a couple events tomorrow in Maine that I'm going to be going to just to see what's going on. And again, I will let you guys know what I know, and I will provide you with, footage and stuff like that so that you can see for yourself what went on. And you can also look for me. You can also look for me on Mercado's live stream. He's probably going to be there. You can look for me on BG on the Scenes live stream, just in case anyone is not yet convinced that the weight loss is real. Because, I mean, this is the most important thing about me, right? If you still think that I'm like, 300 pounds and I'm using some sort of crazy filter, which was never true in the first place. I was never anywhere close to 300 pounds. I was never using any crazy filters, but people are nuts on the internet. So if you want to see me live tomorrow, you can probably see me live tomorrow. Okay, Reagan, I'll take a look at that. I promise. I think I know what you're talking about, but I promise I'll take a look at that. So that's it, guys. I want to thank everyone who sent in 70 channel memberships today. Appreciate all the support. I want to thank everyone who sent in super chats. You guys rock. Best community on the internet. I maintain that position. I will die on that hill. I appreciate all of you. Have a good night. And we'll see you tomorrow.
How are you feeling? How long have you been here?
3 months, May 17th.
And what brought you here?
That's difficult to answer.
eventually resulted in your being here in the hospital?
That's difficult to answer.